You're talking about North America, South America? South America. South America के political map को देख रहे? Has everyone seen that? So good afternoon to all students, online students. If you are able to listen to me, if you are able to see me, kindly confirm the audio and the video. Kindly confirm the audio and the video. Good afternoon to all. North America, we were looking at the countries. We had looked at equator. How many countries touch it? Equator. याद कर लो, देख लो उसको, 2-4 बार देखोगे अपने आप दिमाग में आ जाएगा. Ecuador, Colombia and Brazil. And Tropic of Capricorn, what is it? CAPB, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil. Hear that? And Magellan Strait, which country? Magellan Strait, which country? अचानक लोग हैरान हो गए, पहले करवाया था, चिले करवाया था कि नहीं करवाया? कैन आई टेक अ टेस्ट एनी टाइम और नॉट? उसके लिए तैयार रहना होता है. ओके. So now, generally, if the examiner has to ask us questions, they don't ask us capitals or countries which are easy. They'll ask us somewhere, like where there is clustering of countries, and then they will do something about that. Do you see any place where there is clustering? Where is clustering of countries on the political map of South America? Clustering. दिख रहा है नॉर्थ में? So we have after Colombia this country called as Venezuela. Do you have Venezuela? Yes. After Venezuela we have 3 little tiny countries. First is Guyana. Guyana. Okay. After Guyana we have Suriname, and then we have French Guiana. Do we have that? French Guiana is still under the control of the French people. So this Guyana used to be under British control. Guyana used to be under British control, and Suriname used to be under the Dutch control. So the Britishers and Dutch, they have left. But the French people said we will not leave it, so French are still holding on to Guyana. So how many countries? Total we have 13 political units, out of which 12 are independent countries and 1 is an territory of France. Is everyone okay with this? That's one thing which I wanted you to keep in mind. Second thing is we looked at the capital of Colombia. What was that? Bogota. Let's look at and keep underlining these things because capital should be there. What is the capital of Venezuela? Caracas. Highlight it, highlight it, highlight it, speak it out once, let it come into your system. Caracas. Okay, perfect. Now this Chotu country called Guyana, Georgetown. Remember Elizabeth, her father, Edward, either George. So these were Britishers. So Britishers ने पीछे क्या छोड़ा? Georgetown. Yes. Suriname has capital Paramaribo. Speak out, everyone. Let it come to you once. Paramaribo. That hesitation should go. And French Guiana, Seine. Okay. Now why we are calling it Seine, why it becomes important is there is a current, ocean current by the name Seine current. So when that name will come, then also we'll look at that. Okay. So ये हो गया छोटू country. So I want you to put a circle on that कि भाई prelims के लिए question बनेगा, यहाँ से बनेगा. Arrange 4 capitals west to east. Which capitals? Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana. तो छुटकू इधर से बनेगा. Or remember those 7 countries, 7 in the group, 7 Central American. So that's also one area where I expect a question. Another place where I see a capital clustering is those landlocked area. Can you look at that? We have Bolivia, Bolivia country, Paraguay country, Uruguay country. Yes. So what's the capital of Bolivia? La Paz. So I told you something about Quito. Quito was the capital of Ecuador. What did I tell you about Quito? Second highest capital city. So which is the highest? La Paz. La Paz. Now that we are looking at Bolivia, Bolivia ki capital La Paz is the highest capital city in the world. Do we get that? After Bolivia, we have the next one is Paraguay. Paraguay's capital is Asuncion. Yes. Do we have Asuncion? Speak it out. Speak it out. Let it be a part of it. Asuncion. Yes. And then Uruguay, its capital is Montevideo. Uruguay's capital is Montevideo. Get that? So ये सब कैपिटल साथ साथ में है. Yes, you mean second highest was Quito, so the highest is La Paz. Is everyone with me on this? अभी तो यहाँ पर. Now I want you to look at Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn, and look at the easternmost part of Brazil where Tropic of Capricorn cuts. Do you find a city by the name Sao Paulo? Sao Paulo, Capricorn पे है. This is the largest city of Brazil. Sao Paulo. Yes. Did you find Sao Paulo? उसी के नीचे होगा Santos. Santos is called the coffee port of the world. वो भी लिखवा देंगे, बट पहले आइडेंटिफाई कर ले. एंड उसके नीचे द फेमस सिटी ऑफ रियो डी जेनेरो. सो ब्राजील में कार्निवल होता है, पीपल लव दोज वीडियोस, सो इट हैपेंस एट रियो डी जेनेरो. Most of Brazilian population lives here only. Most of the Brazilian population lives here only. And Brazil had to decide for a capital city. So Brazil thought that if we declare Sao Paulo as our capital, which is the most important one, then the rest of Brazil will not be able to develop. Because our focus will be only on this, and Brazil is the fifth largest country also. Yes, sir? Fifth or sixth? Fifth largest. So such a large country, एक corner में capital रखना is not a good idea. Capital should be somewhere where you can administratively look at other things. But then the momentum of people living over there, urbanization first began in that Sao Paulo region, Rio de Janeiro, port areas. Remember those people who came, the colonizers, would they be interested in the development of the country or ease of trade for them? Britishers developed only the port cities for us. They were not bothered about developing anything else. So they also developed only these things. So Brazil's capital is seen as an example of a strategic shift of capital. So they did not choose their largest city to be their capital. They chose deliberately a city which was nothing. They decided to create a new city somewhere in the middle, which is called Brasilia. Do we get that? So Brazil becomes an exception. Their capital is not their largest city. In India, if you are looking at, is capital amongst the top 2 populous cities or not? So होगा ही होगा, but यहाँ पर this is there. So many countries, in order to bring in better development, they have shifted their capital from their largest city to some other place whereby development can happen. Is everyone okay? So we just started the class. I am just taking you through the capitals, nothing else. Okay. I started with let's not look at the atlas. How many of you looking at me, do you remember the capitals? I started with Colombia, Bogota. Then I went to Venezuela, Caracas. Chutku countries, Georgetown was for Guyana, then Suriname, Paramaribo. And then French Guiana, Spain. So everyone, please get into this. Please get into this. I told you, that rubber band, if it is stretched, it is going to have that energy. If you don't stretch yourself, why am I spending this much time looking into an atlas like kids? We are looking at it. Yesterday we looked at how should we write answers. So there are people who would not even look at that, who zabardasti apne ghatiya answer jo hai chipkana chahte, not interested. I'm saying I'm going through that. See the purpose behind it. And when I'm looking at it, अच्छा ये मेरी नजर से गया, I should be able to recall them. Get that? So Brazil की capital was shifted. Brasilia, which is the largest city? Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Highest capital city in the world? La Paz. Second highest capital city? Quito. See, your thinking changes. When the teacher is demanding something, सोच के बताओ. So we become active. I'm saying if you want to clear this examination, you need to put that sort of stress on you. So there's something called as stress. And they say stress is bad. They say stress is bad. I want to tell you there are two types of stress: eustress and distress. So, when India and Pakistan are playing a cricket match, the cricketers feel a stress, yes or no? The team which feels the healthy stress, competitive stress, that I have to win this, they will win. The team which is feeling, oh my god, India, Pakistan, this is too much for me to handle, they will get into distress. I'm saying for a student who's preparing for the examination, you need to have some stress. The choice is yours. The choice is yours when you're sitting in the class. When you're sitting in the class, would you allow that you stress in yourself or not? Because otherwise, what will happen? The syllabus will keep on piling. You'll run out of excuses one day or the other. Yes? Somebody said, नहीं आया था कल. अरे नहीं आया तो कोई बात नहीं यार. आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा हो तुम्हारी मर्जी. I'm saying my job to as a teacher to create that you stress in my student. And please take that. That's my duty. I need to push you for that. Get that? So when I'm asking you to recall, use it as an opportunity to recall. कोई ऐसे बच्चों की तरह बैठा कर आपसे recall नहीं करा रहा है. But the fact is, once you've done that, okay, I remember ECB, I remember CAPB. That picture goes in your mind, and let it go in the class itself. Do we get that? So second highest capital, Quito. Second highest capital, Quito. Landlocked countries, Bolivia and Paraguay. Paraguay's capital, Asuncion, and there is Uruguay also, Montevideo. The capital is Montevideo. She said, me too, video. It's absolutely okay. This is what our brain is like. Brain does not take in things randomly. Brain में चीजें order में जाती हैं. So first thing is that when you are looking for a new thing in your brain is telling you कुछ M से था. It will go for the M thing. You will not get that. And then the brain will go something. It sounded like some video. So she said, me too, video. Do we get that? So this is a very clear proof that our mind is structuring things. Why do we forget things? We forget things because we try to push in things without any order. Here what we are doing, अभी चल रहा है क्लास, ओनली कैपिटल्स देख रहे हैं. नो फियर नथिंग. कैपिटल्स देखा, याद है तो याद है, नहीं याद है नहीं याद है, जिसकी स्टोरी साथ में वो है. यस, चिले इज अ लॉन्ग कंट्री. Almost in the middle, what capital do they have? Chile's capital is Santiago. And Peru, the capital is Lima. Would you remember that? So अभी हमने क्या किया, capitals किए हैं. This is what we have done. Now everyone, let's go for a नया चला है. Okay. ये सब ऐसे क्यों होता जा रहा है? मैं ऐड कर रहा हूं तो नया पेज नहीं आ रहा है इसमें. नया पेज. Haji, so let us look at the same thing which we had done in the North America one. Can everyone please have a look at the mountains in South America now? We are looking at the physiographic units of South America. So what are the mountains in South America? Quickly shout out. Cotopaxi and Chimborazo. Mountains पूछ रहा हूँ, mountain range पूछ रहा है, तू पहाड़ी बता रहा है यार. Everyone, did we not do 6 ranges? Did we see Cotopaxi? Mountain range देख के बोलेगा. हाजी बताओ. ये होता है पिछला जो रटा हुआ है वही वाला बोल देना, सामने देखने को कह रहा हूं. वी आर डूइंग एवरीवन अ रिकॉल. What we did in North America, we did their topography. So we are going to look at mountain plateaus and plains. So what are the mountains of South America? Andes. Andes, anything else? कहाँ पे पैकल आई? एंडीज के अंदर कोई छोटा मोटा नाम हो इससे थोड़ी कुछ होता है. सो एवरीवन, कॉर्डिलेरा कोई माउंटेन नहीं होते, कल ही बताया था पिछली क्लास. एवरीवन, यू नॉट गोइंग बैक होम एंड रीडिंग. Please understand that this is something that will help you. This is something that will help you. So everyone, it looks like again that laziness has crept in. I want you to open this physical map of South America along with this physical map of North America. Can you see? एक पेज पहले होगा. फिजिकल मैप ऑफ नॉर्थ अमेरिका भी है. थोड़ा सा पेज बेंड करो, दोनों दिखने चाहिए आपको. होल्ड अ लिटिल बिट योर पेज. विल यू बी एबल टू सी बोथ ऑफ देम? यस, थोड़ा सा फोल्ड करेंगे तो दोनों एक ही बार में दिख जाएंगे. फिजिकल मैप बेटा, फिजिकल फिजिकल दोनों के ही फिजिकल. हाँ. डू बोथ द डू बोथ द कॉन्टिनेंट्स हैव a mountainous backbone on the west? Yes or no? Both of them have that or not? Okay, perfect. Which one has a wider mountainous backbone? North America. So we are looking at the North American ones. They were wider. Wider means multiple ranges, multiple parallel ranges. ये थोड़ा narrow हो गया. Number one. Second one is which is darker brown in color. South America. Just that. Come back now. Come back to South America. Just looking at the colors. Your atlas, I told you, will have three colors only on land: brown, yellowish brown, and green. So, first is in this South America, I see a very dark brown on its western side. Get that? Then I see some browns, moderate browns on the eastern side, in the middle, as well as south. So, that means those are plateaus. And I see patches of green. Those are what? Those are why grassland, beta. प्लेन बताया ना. ग्रासलैंड तो आप उसमें कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट खोल दो, कोई रोक रहा है आपको? वुड यू से कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट? ग्रासलैंड इज प्लेन, कैन हैव एनीथिंग. नो, प्लेन कैन हैव जंगल आल्सो देयर. So we are looking only three words. We will not confuse anything. Only three words to be used: mountain, plateau, plain. Plain पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं? That's a different story. What is happening on the plain? That's a different story. Lithosphere is only three things on the basis of altitude. Is everyone okay? नॉर्थ में प्लेन्स भी हैं, इक्वेटर के ऊपर थोड़ा ब्राउन कलर. नॉर्थ ऑफ इक्वेटर डू वी हैव सम ब्राउन कलर आल्सो? सो दैट्स योर प्लेटू. इज एवरीवन विद मी ऑन दैट? चलो वापस आ जाते हैं. चल गए. सो आई वांट एवरीवन, लेट्स टेक अ फ्रेश पेज. Fresh page, turn our notebook around. Yes, divide it into two parts. Clear? One third only in this box. One third from the top only in one part of the box. Here we will write the lithosphere of South America. Lithosphere of South America. और उसमें एक बढ़िया सा साउथ अमेरिका बनाओ. ऑल योर नोट्स विल बी कमिंग हियर. सो एवरीवन मेक अ प्रॉपर वन. यूज द होल बॉक्स. With me on this, everyone? Okay, perfect. So now first we are going to look at, here we will put our symbols: mountains, plateaus and plains. Mountain, plateau and plains. We already had a look at the political map of South America. Today we are going to do the physical map of South America. We are going to look at the physical features, the lithosphere, the atmosphere and the hydrosphere. In hydrosphere we look at the rivers and the lakes. We looked at that for the Northern America also. We'll do the same thing. Okay. Now I want to know the climate. For climate, what do I need? Latitudes. Yes. So do we have equator? Do we have any other important line? CAPB, this is Tropic of Capricorn. So this must be 30 degrees. So can I write here itself that this is a country or a continent which is warm, tropical, largely, in the north also warm and tropical? Is everyone with me on this? ये पहले कर लेना. Whenever you draw a continent, so that you already know that what kind of a continent it is. So we are very much aware of that. Is everyone with me on this? Now we are here. Now we are here. This southern part of South America, this conical horn that we have, this is temperate. Okay. Which belt has sinking subsiding air? Sinking air इधर ही होता है. What do we call this? STHP, subtropical high pressure. So this is the high pressure belt. So before we get into anything, first of all we always do HP means high pressure. This is what? Low pressure. This is low pressure. And wind always blows from which direction? High to low. So it is going like this. What are these? Here, here, done. So like every continent, is everyone clear that we would be putting this? कोई भी continent में गए, whenever you reach a continent, do this. Whenever you reach a continent, do this. इधर कहां से आएगा? इधर ऐसे आ जाएगा. Everyone okay? Which side is the windward side? Which side is the windward side? East coast is and west coast is leeward side. Right? This becomes your habit that any land that you see, आप उसका पहले ही wind और ये सब बना लोगे. So without me telling, do you have all the ability to tell what kind of rainfall will be there? Now I have something interesting for you, and this is called, these are called westerlies. What are these? So from 30 to 60, the wind direction changes. 30 to 60 degrees, which winds blow? Westerlies. बना लो westerlies. Is everyone with me on this? 30 to 60 westerlies, and 30 to 0 trade winds. For trade winds, this side was windward, but now the things have changed. This is windward. Is everyone okay? ये लिख लीजिए. And if you have written this broadly, you will understand how rainfall and other things will happen. Everyone okay with this? If you have a question, you can ask on this, but this is based on what we had understood about that. So 20 to 30 is the area of air sinking. Where was the air rising? Equator. So can I do, if this 20 to 30 is this sinking, so can I call this as rising air? That is why low pressure. Whatever you keep on understanding with me, keep on plotting. I am saying I am going to do this with every continent. Soon it will become your habit. Just like a bowler has got 6 balls in an over, I will be doing this with 6 continents. Without you putting in any extra effort to memorize, you will understand also, and this will become your technique also. Is everyone okay? तो आपने ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर डाला है, इसको थोड़ा बड़ा करो यार, मतलब बढ़िया से लाइन दिखनी चाहिए. इतना घबरा रहे हो, तुम्हारे मैप है. कैंसर डालो, 30 डिग्री डालो, आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. एवरीवन बी कॉन्फिडेंट योर 30 डिग्रीज, दीज आर माइलस्टोन लाइंस. 0 डिग्रीज माइलस्टोन लाइन, 30 डिग्री साउथ माइलस्टोन लाइन. ये तो काम आएगा पूरा का पूरा. यस, इन्हीं से वी गेट विंड्स आल्सो एंड एवरीथिंग. and we are looking at three types of rainfall. Does this continent get the third type of rainfall or not? Which is the third type? इसमें आएगा या नहीं आएगा? आएगा या नहीं आएगा? आएगा सर 30 to 60. इट्स द मिड लैटिट्यूड. यस नो, वो भी आएगा. तो अभी हम घुसे नहीं है, अभी हम बाहर ही है. आई एम नेवर इन अ हरी टू एंटर अ कॉन्टिनेंट. पहले उसका बाहर का लेट्स नो एवरीथिंग. वी आर कंफर्टेबल. Go back home without me looking at what we did the class. Take two continents, उसको पकड़ा, उसको continents में divided into latitude belts. Understand the climate. You'll have that ability. Is everyone with me on this? Oh, perfect. Now I want you to shout out the name of the mountains. So यहाँ पर we don't have 6 mountains. This time the life is easy. Only one mountain range. Yes. So everyone, please pay attention. Please pay attention. I am going to draw from equator. Everyone, from equator only single range. When I come here, I will make this range double. And when I go down south, I will sort of come out of the continent also. पानी में चला जाऊंगा. Please draw this. The way I have put it. बेटा छोटा मत बनाया करो, बड़ा बनाया करो, काम आएगा ना. घबरा घबरा के तुम लोग बनाते हो. Is everyone with me on that? अच्छा, नॉर्थ में you will find that the Andes are divided into 3 ranges. 3 है, चेक करो. नॉर्थ में 3 fingers हो गया. North में it has become 3. It is trifurcating, but otherwise it is like that. So mountain ranges. What are the mountain ranges? Only one. Andes. Longest old mountain ranges on land. Second highest mountain ranges after Himalayas. Running from north to south, these are almost 7,000 kilometers. They are the longest fold mountain chain on the earth. So one continuation, we are talking about them as the longest, and Himalayas are the highest. So after Himalayas, the second highest are these. Yes. Since we have talked about this, so they form the western backbone and climate divide of South America. What do I mean by the word climate divide? Just like we were talking about rainfall, one side is windward, other side is leeward. एक जगह wet है, एक जगह dry होगा. Is it a different kind of climate or not? That's what we are talking about. So it will act as a climate divide also. Is everyone okay? Now if this is the second highest mountain range, it must have some important peaks. Yes. So everyone, I'm looking at peak number 1. Everyone pay attention first. Peak number 1. This is Aconcagua. Please have a look at Aconcagua. Locate that on the western side, southern part, Argentina-Chile border, Mount Aconcagua. So can I say around 7,000? Remember Mount McKinley was 6,200. So around 7,000. And remember, let the rubber band be stretched. Everything I am telling you will be tested today. तो सोच के लिखना है. Make sure you plot it where it should be plotted. Atlas में भी mark करना है. 3 processes going on. Please follow that. They will definitely register. Class के end में marks full आएंगे. वो तभी आएंगे when we work on that process. Everyone okay with that? So can I put this here? 30 के तो नीचे? Is it below 30-degree line? So everyone, please pay attention. This is my number 1. I'll also put number 1. Now I'll put my pencil, everyone. I'll put my pencil on Aconcagua and start going north till I reach a peak called Ojos del Salado. Did we find Ojos del Salado? This is number 2. Ojos del Salado. Okay. Did we find Ojos del Salado? Mark करते रहना, mark भी करना है अपने उसमें, plot भी करना है. Keep plotting also. That's why I keep saying कि उसको बड़ा बनाओ. Aconcagua is the highest peak of South America. Sometimes they ask you country, so the country here is Argentina. You might be in a confusion, sir. Where should I take? It is on the border. I'm telling you which country. Argentina. It is located in Argentina. Ojos del Salado, what is so special about this? This is the highest active volcano in the world. Highest active volcano in world. Is everyone okay? Highest active volcano in the world. Now why these mountains or peaks are volcanic? Magma क्यों आ रहा है? You saying magma is coming. Why? Full mountain का मतलब magma नहीं होता है. This is a part of ring of fire. Number 1. This is subduction. So now you're talking technical language. So this has to go. Part of ring of fire, part of subduction. Subduction means one plate goes beneath the other one. Yes. Which plate is going down? अरे नाम पूछ रहा हूं, तुम हेवियर खेल रहे हो अभी तक. साउथ अमेरिका प्लेट जा रही है, नहीं जा रही, कैसे पता चलेगा? आपके एटलस में प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स का मैप है, जल्दी से देखो. So everyone, world map. So remember, world maps will be coming towards the end. Content में जाएंगे world map, and the title will be plate tectonic map or natural hazard map. Look at that and reach out to that page. मिल गई प्लेट, छुटकू प्लेट. ऐसे घबराना नहीं है. Go into the content page. Some people are worried कि पहले पेज मिलना बहुत बड़ी बात है. हाँ जी, ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, आर यू एबल टू फाइंड द प्लेट? टेल मी द सबडक्टिंग प्लेट, द छोटू वाला. Nazca plate is going down. Nazca plate is going down, and this is the South American plate. So Nazca is an oceanic plate. Remember, ocean plates are heavier. So heavier. Sweta Shalini says Pacific plate. Sweta Shalini, that tells me your atlas is not open. See what other people are writing, Sweta Shalini. All the people who are saying Pacific plate. Pragya Verma is also saying Pacific plate. Jewel Rana is also saying Pacific plate. You have not opened the right map. There is a plate tectonics map. Otherwise, that is also called the natural hazard map, because on the boundary of the plate we have earthquakes and volcanoes. Everyone, did we find that or not? मिल गया Nazca plate? The Nazca plate is going down. Everyone with me? Since we are on the plate tectonics map, if I ask you one more question, would you want to help me with that? So I showed you when plates collide. When plates collide, the plates will fold to form fold mountain. But I also told you when plates collide under the ocean, they form an island chain also. Yes. And we have done one island chain which is called the Caribbean chain. Which plate is going underneath? चेक करो, कैरेबियन आइलैंड ढूंढना है. कैरेबियन प्लेट. अब देखो एटलस आपके सामने, फिर भी कोको कर रहे हो. My job, no, my job to bring that to your notice. There is a cocoa plate also. It is on the western side of the isthmus. On the eastern side is what? Caribbean. So अपने पास specific plate भी, this is how you see what happens in theory. People learn those things and they don't even see this. I'm saying now we know there is a plate called Pacific plate. उसकी छोटू plates भी हैं. Pacific is a major plate, macro plate. Smaller plate is Nazca. Nazca is going down creating Andes. Is everyone okay? Caribbean is going down creating Caribbean islands. That Cocos which is on the western side, that is also going down, and that is creating mountains and volcanoes in Mexico. Remember Popocatépetl, थोड़ा टंग ट्विस्टर है, Popocatépetl. So वो इसलिए वहां पर हो रहा है. Is everyone okay? So once you are aware of this thing, see, I'm doing a regional study, I'm not doing a theoretical study. So we must be comfortable looking at our plate. So Cocos is a plate, no doubt about that, but it is on the western side. Eastern side pe Caribbean plate. Caribbean islands are created because of its subduction. Can you also confirm to me that Caribbean plate is getting subducted under North American plate? Caribbean plate किसके नीचे जा रही है? क्योंकि ऊपर नॉर्थ अमेरिका है ना. So Caribbean island उससे बने. Is everyone with me on this? वापस आ जाओ. South America, please come. Whatever learning we had to do, we have done. Yes. So ये पीक हो गया. ओजिस डेल सलाडो समझ में आ गया. Now I want to tell all of you that I am not in town for the next 3 days, so I will not be taking classes first, second, and third. So I have a very fruitful advice to all of you. This old NCRT of 6th, 7th, and 8th. Old NCRT 6, 7, 8 soft copies are available on various telegram groups and otherwise also. And if you are तो यहाँ पर रह रहे हो, इसकी photocopy भी मिल जाती है. So those 6, 7th, 8th NCRT, every book was divided into 2 parts. First part was principles and second part was regional study. So 6th class NCRT will have one continent, maybe South America or North America. 7th class NCRT will have Europe and Africa. 8th class NCRT will have the remaining Asia and Australia. 6 continents and very beautifully done. Which NCRT? Old NCRT, not the new NCRT. Old NCRT and new NCRT, what is the difference? So the NCRTs which were written in 1970s were old NCRTs. The NCRTs which were written in 2005 and 6, those were new NCRTs. Though I am talking to you in 2025 and going to 26 tomorrow, so it's already old. Even 2020 is old. But I am saying the 1970s, that book had that area very well done. Now, when we read that, we come across a statement that Cotopaxi is the highest active volcano in the world. Now what will happen is Sachin Sir ने Nazca बताया, ये बता रहा है, किस पे विश्वास करूं? That was 1975, before I was born. उसके बाद ये फट गया, मैं क्या करूं? Things get updated. No, I'm supposed to give you the latest one. Why am I asking you to read those old NCRTs? Because new NCRT ने हटा दिया. New NCRT removed that. Why? Because NCRT wants to make things easier for the students. I'm sure people who have been through CBSE, you would vouch for the quality of NCRT. और NCRT अच्छी होती थी साइंस स्टूडेंट्स particularly. अब वो क्या कर रहे हैं? NCRT को dilute कर रहे हैं. NCRT का जगह लड्डू आरटी बना रहे हो उसको. So that's one. How many of you from ICSC board? Anyone from ICSC board? So ICSC board has not removed world geography. If you go to a school bookshop, you can get ICSC 6, 7, 8 very beautifully done. वर्ल्ड ज्योग्राफी का उधर भी दिया हुआ है. ठीक है. सो इन दीज 3-4 days when we won't have class, can I expect you to get your hands on old NCRT? Old NCRT 6, 7th, 8th. Very simple, child like. आप देखेंगे आपको बिल्कुल समझ में आएगा, मजा आएगा. Some data may be outdated. My job to give you the latest one. Is everyone okay with that? So please use that. So coming back to this, because volcanoes are there, and NCRT also writes this. So I told you about 2 more peaks. What were those 2 peaks? Cotopaxi and Chimborazo. Online students, if you are from ICSC board, please use 6, 7th, 8th NCRT of नहीं है, ICSC 6, 7th, 8th books. So they are very very good. Otherwise old NCRT वो भी उठा सकते हैं. So Chimborazo and Cotopaxi कहाँ पर हैं ये दोनों? Which country? तो यहां पे डाल दू एवरीवन साउथ ऑफ इक्वेटर 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 is Chimborazo, and 4 is Cotopaxi. Is everyone okay? उल्टा हो गया तो ये लो 4 3 चलेगा। ऐसे तो नहीं आपको बोलेगा 3 और 4 मैच करो। आपको 4 माउंटेन पीक चाहिए थे। बना लिया, लिस्ट बना लिया? यस। Mountains, I'm ending this. Mountain story is over. In North America, the mountain story was long. We had 6 mountain chains. कुछ लोग जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट उनके लिए 7 कर दिया था, एमबीए भी करवा दिया था मैंने आपके लिए। गेट दैट? So 6 mountain chains की जगह एक रह गया, and this is them. One interesting thing that happens is that towards the north, Andes branches trifurcates. Yes or no? So there they have used the word cordillera. Check. है ना? Cordillera क्या नाम दिया हुआ उसको? Cordillera occidental, फिर ओरिएंटल, और फिर demerit. So everyone please understand. Cordillera, you know the meaning? Yes. Now I want to tell you 2 more words. Oriental means east. तो इंडिया में अगर चाइनीज खाना खाना हो तो क्या कहते हैं? ओरिएंटल फूड. इफ यू गो टू साउथ ईस्ट एशिया से ओरिएंटल फूड. ओरिएंटल मीन्स ईस्ट. अगर आपको मेडिटेरेनियन का खाना खाना हो, लेबनीज खाना खाना हो, क्या बोलेंगे? ऑक्सीडेंटल. ऑक्सीडेंटल इज वेस्ट, और जो बीच में मेरिडियन पे वो सेंट्रल है. तो सम बुक्स राइट Cordillera East, Cordillera West, Cordillera Central. Some atlases do that. Some atlases instead use the word Cordillera Oriental, Cordillera Occidental, Cordillera Merida means center. चलेगा? लिखने की तो जरूरत नहीं है. My job to tell you the vocabulary also, because we are coming to new areas, नए नए नाम आ रहे हैं, तो vocabulary समझनी, घबराना नहीं. ठीक है? Now since it is getting divided into these branches, in between there will be valley. तो वैली में से रिवर जाएगी. एक ये गई, एक ये गई. कैन यू लोकेट अ रिवर बाय द नेम मैग्डलिना? मैग्डलिना मिल गया. सीधा कहां पर जा रहा है? वो पनामा के इस्तमस में जा रही है कि नहीं मैग्डलिना? डिड यू फाइंड मैग्डलिना? कोलंबिया में बहती है. तो कोलंबिया में कोकेन बना के किधर लगाओ? बोट में डालो, रिवर के थ्रू निकाल दो. दैट्स इट. उसके साथ में द नेक्स्ट रिवर इज ओरिनोको, जो इधर जा रही है. इधर स्क्रीन पे देख के टैली करो. ओरिनोको मिली, ईस्ट में आएगी, उसके ईस्ट में ओरिनोको. डिड यू फाइंड ओरिनोको ऑल्सो? यस. प्रेम कुमार एंड शुभा सिंह सर डैरियन में गिर रही है. परफेक्टली ओके. सो द वन विच इज फॉलिंग इन द गल्फ ऑफ डैरियन, दैट इज योर मैग्डलिना. एंड ओरिनोको कहां पर आ गई? ये गियाना जो कंट्री है उसमें, गियाना हाईलैंड भी है उधर ओरिनोको आ गई. इज एवरीवन ओके? चलिए. सो हमने ये बना लिया, ये लिस्ट भी लिख लिया. प्लीज राइट डाउन. एंडीज आर अ पार्ट ऑफ, एंडीज आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द कन्वर्जेंट प्लेट बाउंड्री. Andes are a part of the convergent plate boundary of South America. नहीं, convergent plate boundary of Pacific Ring of Fire. Andes are a part of the convergent plate boundary of Pacific Ring of Fire, where Nazca plate actively subducts, where Nazca plate actively subducts under the South American plate, actively subducts under the South American plate, leading to geophysical phenomena, ऑफ अर्थक्वेक, प्लेटें टकराएंगी, अर्थक्वेक आएगा, अर्थक्वेक कॉमा वोल्केनो, वोल्केनो भी आएगा, आएगा. थर्ड, ट्रेंच फॉर्मेशन, TRENCH. Have you heard the deepest place in the world, Mariana Trench? Trench formation, trench formation, and old mountain creation, old mountain creation. Will you remember this sentence? So once I meet you, now that I have given you how to go about answer writing, when I come back next week when we are continuing with the classes, I'll ask you a question which UPSC has asked. Examine the geophysical phenomena associated with the Pacific Ring of Fire. So this question is not about Pacific Ring of Fire. This question is examine the geophysical phenomena. So what will we examine? Earthquake. Earthquake कैसे आता है, volcano कैसे आता है, इसमें आंसर में क्या लिखना था? In this answer you expected to explain to us how earthquake comes, how volcano comes, how folding happens, and how trenches are formed. Do we get that? That's one thing. But you're not going to give their details because छोटा सा आंसर है. You are going to give them with examples. You'll say trench is formed. Example, when the Nazca plate goes beneath the South American plate, Peru trench is created. So that we will see how to write an answer. So that day I will give you an opportunity to write the answer. जैसे आज कल लिखा था एक answer. So be prepared. We will be doing prelims also, mains also, but I want that commitment to be there. Yes. Ranjana Nishad is saying, sir, I have new NCERT. बेटा you have, मेरे पास माँ है, सब है आपके पास. मैंने जो बोला उसकी बात करो ना. आई सेड यू विल नीड ओल्ड एनसीईआरटी. सर मेरे पास न्यू एनसीईआरटी है. मेरे पास दिल है, जिगर है, गुर्दा है, सब है. भगवान सबको सही रखे. व्हाट वी नीड इज, विल नीड ओल्ड एनसीईआरटी. ओल्ड एनसीईआरटी, न्यू एनसीईआरटी में दे हैव रिमूव्ड इट. दैट. सो प्लीज रंजना निषाद, फोकस ऑन द क्लास. बेटा क्लास से जुड़ी हुई बात करनी करो. ये सब बेमानी बातें होती है, इनका कोई फायदा नहीं. हाँ जी, तो हो गया जियोफिजिकल फिनोमिना. we are done with this. हाँ. As a result, many active volcanoes, like Ojos del Salado, Cotopaxi, and Chimborazo are found over here. इसके बाद सीसेट की क्लास है, आज छुट्टी है. ठीक है, डन. सो माउंटेन भी पता चल. ये देखो कोटोपाक्सी एंड. मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आता, रबर को खींचने तो दो, यहां पे लिखा हुआ है, ये सारे साक्षात लिखे हुए. कुछ सोचे कुछ नया देने वाले हैं, ऐसा सब यहीं पर है. एक वो शोभित टेंशन में पड़ा, सर वो दूसरी वाली रिवर का नाम बता दो. सब बता के जाऊंगा. आज रिवर बताने के नहीं. एवरीवन जस्ट इमेजिन, आई हैव डन दिस विद नॉर्थ अमेरिका और नॉट. वी डिड माउंटेन, प्लेटू, प्लेन, रिवर्स, लेक. इसका भी करूंगा. बी पेशेंट, आएगा सब. जो छूट जाता है कोई बात नहीं. ओ माय गॉड, मेरा नोट्स रह जाएगा. रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, एक बार फिर से मास्टर को पीछे करो, कर सकते हो. आर वी डन विद दिस? ये हो गया ये. अब these mountains which are highest mountains like Himalayas, crossing them is very difficult. But traditionally people have been crossing them. How is it possible? अभी आप देख रहे हो जैसे सर्दी बढ़ जाती है, snowfall and everything, crossing a mountain is very difficult. So nature does something. Nature has given gaps in the mountain. Have you heard of Nathula Pass? Yes or no? True? So Nathula Pass is a gap between the mountains. You've heard of Khardungla, Banihal Pass. So all these are passes. Now mountains have passes. Why? Because this is a mountain. Say for example, this is a mountain, and in between a river is flowing. So everyone, if the river is removed, is there a gap or not? This gap is called a pass. Now it so happens that your Andes do not have many passes. It is the longest and unbroken range. Unbroken range. There is only one pass which has been asked in the examination many times. I'm not sure whether it is there in your atlas or not. So, everyone, do you remember there is this highest peak Aconcagua? Aconcagua के जस्ट साउथ में लिखा है उस्पलाता पास. उस्पलाता पास ये बहुत सी एटलसेस में नहीं दिया हुआ. उस्पलाता पास है उधर. ऐसे नहीं घबरा के अफ्रीका खोल लोगे, मिलेगा तो वहीं मिलेगा अगर है तो. कैन यू सी अकोनकागुआ? अकोनकागुआ के साउथ में कुछ नहीं लिखा हुआ. एक और माउंटेन पीक है उधर, माइपो है. ठीक है. सो एवरीवन जस्ट इमेजिन, एक हमारे पास अकोनकागुआ है, एक माइपो है. डू यू हैव दैट ऑन द स्क्रीन? ऑन द स्क्रीन एवरीवन प्लीज टेक अ पेंसिल एंड draw this symbol and declare this as उस्पलाता. सैंडियागो को छोड़ दो, तुमको जो बताया वहां पे डाल दो. डाल सकते, घबराओ नहीं, सही बता रहा हूं मैं, गलत नहीं बता रहा. डालोगे तो ऐसा नहीं होगा, फाइन हो जाएगा आप पर. बस वहां पर डाल देना है, उस गैप में पुट दिस सिंबल एंड व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड एज उस्पलाता पास. क्या हो गया? उस्पलाता पास. अकोनकागुआ और तुपुनगातो के बीच में है. ठीक है, जिसको जो मिल गया मिल गया. सब एटलसेस में नहीं है अभिषेक, सो दैट इज व्हाई आई टोल्ड माय स्टूडेंट्स टू प्लॉट इट. So let this be your 2026 amendment to your atlas. तुम सोचते सिर्फ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का अमेंडमेंट होता है, तुम अपना एटलस में अमेंडमेंट करो ना, क्या टेंशन है. इज एवरीवन ओके? तो इस पास की थोड़ी देर में हम बात करेंगे. आई एम एंडिंग the mountains. Now I'm going into the plateaus. Everyone on the screen, I have a question. Where on this continent, just based on what we have drawn, can I expect an intermontane plateau? Where? Yes sir, नहीं, कहां पर? नॉर्थ में, यहां पर. यहां पे तो पानी बह रहा है, वो तो घाटी है, वैली है. यहां पे डबलिंग हुआ है, डबलिंग हुआ है. So this is a plateau. ठीक है, पहले तो बस देखना है प्लेटू है या नहीं, फिर बना भी लेंगे. यस. वेयर कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट अ पीडमॉन्ट प्लेटू? पीडमॉन्ट अलोंग द माउंटेन. चेक करो इधर है कुछ? ये तो ग्रीन 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 दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है. यहां पे दिख रहा है मुझे साउथ में. साउथ में है या नहीं है? साउथ में पहले बताओ येलो है कि नहीं. तो येलो है तो मतलब टीचर सच बोल रहा है. पैटागोनिया प्लेटू. पैटागोनिया प्लेटू. इज एवरीवन विद मी ऑन दिस? सब मेरे में तो डेजर्ट लिखा हुआ है. अभी बताया था ना, तीन ही वर्ड होते हैं, माउंटेन, प्लेटू, प्लेन. उस प्लेटू पे डेजर्ट बनाओ या होटल बनाओ या कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट बनाओ, तुम्हारी मर्जी. Desert is a climatic region. We are looking at lithospheric region. So it is a plateau. How do I know it is a plateau? It is brown in color. अब उस पे डेजर्ट बन गया, उसकी भी बात कर लेंगे कैसे डेजर्ट बना. Is everyone with me on this? So दो प्लेटू हो गए, one here, two here. Everyone pay attention. Everyone pay attention. We can't miss this one. ये बहुत बड़ा है यार. ब्राजील का ईस्टर्न पार्ट, is it brown in color? थ्री हो गया, दिख गया. और एक जहां पे वो ओरिनोको फ्लो कर रही है, चेक चेक, ये गियाना जो कंट्री थी, तो गियाना मिला. गियाना, I was telling you know these islands. I was here on my ship in the West Indies and I suddenly started hearing Hindi songs and Bhojpuri and all that. तो भोजपुरी आया किधर से? हाउ डिड भोजपुरी कम? तो ये जो है यहां पर गियाना, Guyana is the country where Indians are living. And how did the Indians reach there? So when these people were these people, इधर है मेरे पास. When the Spanish and Portuguese people captured this is Brazil and this is Latin America. When they captured all this, they realized something, that these are European people. They are not used to living in tropical conditions. They wanted slaves. तो slave कहाँ से लेकर आएगा? तो slaves इंडिया से नहीं लेकर आते, Africa. Millions of people from Africa, like animals, they were took and they were made to forcefully work over there. They had no rights. They were absolute animals. गए, सिलेक्ट किया, इसको चेन में बांधा, लेके चले गए. Just like people buy pets or agricultural region, people buy their animals, yes, farm animals, cows, buffalo. ऐसे अफ्रीका में जाके वो ठीक लग रहा है मुझे, उठा के बांध के दे दो. This is how they will be taken. And they were forced to work in Africa's people were forced to work in North America and South America, all these areas which were tropical areas, and they introduced plantation over here. What is plantation? Sugarcane, fruits, cocoa, pineapple, ये सारी चीजें यहाँ पर बनाना शुरू किया. But they needed labor, so Africans को पकड़ के जानवरों की तरह रखते थे. Get that? Now, this thing was not liked by many people in USA. They started raising concerns that these are also human beings. How can we do that? It is like, just like, imagine, like there is a farmer. Farmer has a buffalo, and buffalo gives birth to 2 calves. So what will he do? He says, I need only one. एक किसी को दे सकता है कि नहीं? So यहाँ पर what will happen is, these African slaves, they catch hold of them, and they see a strong man, African black man and African woman, and they'll ask them to mate and have babies. And those babies will be traded. And sometimes they'll say, okay, this woman, I don't want you to be with this man. They will also be traded. So their family, their husband, wife, nothing was respected. This is how they were living, under a lot of force. So what happened was, 1832, slavery was abolished. In US, that was a very big thing. Slavery was abolished. No black person is a slave. Get that? That was a very, very big ruling that came out. But there is a problem in that. Those were not internet days, yes or no? So how would these people get to know? How would these people get to know that slavery has been abolished? The Goras, first of all, did not tell them, and when they got the news also, they were always beaten and chained and all those things. They never had the chance to come out of that slavery also. That is why you would have heard of something called as American Civil War. So the US Civil War was about this, that the civil liberties which people enjoyed, which the Constitution started giving these black people, to enforce it, people had to fight. So the army had to fight with these local Goras who were keeping all these blacks as their slaves. बहुत मुश्किल से आज़ाद कराया, yes or no? And then what happened? Then became a big problem. When these people were liberated, who will work in their farms? Who will work in their farms? Particularly all these areas, tropical areas, nobody to work. And the blacks also found it as an opportunity to say that we will not work, आपका चक्का जाम हम करेंगे. The blacks were very clear that the whites will be on their knees. They will have to come to an agreement. They will give us the land rights also, and everything will be given to us. That would have happened, but the Goras were very smart. Gora thought of a replacement. And who became the replacement? Indians became the replacement. So India, remember their largest colony? Yes, 1850, 1830 में हुआ था, 57 में तो हम लोग first revolt की बात कर रहे थे. So they came to the poorest of Indian region, that was eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And they told people that we are going to take you internationally for labor. We will take care of your living and everything. Are you interested? Because slavery is abolished. Now I have a piece of paper. On this paper, it is written that this person willfully wants to go and work to the place taken by the employer in return of food and residence. Any salary? Not mentioned. Any rights? Not mentioned. So those people were living in such abject poverty in eastern India. They said, यहाँ मरने से अच्छा कहीं और, इससे बुरा क्या होगा? They just thought that, and they boarded the ships by these Britishers. They boarded the ships. Have you seen on the road sometime? आपने देखा होगा वो टेम्पो में जा रहा होता है, मुर्गी का पिंजरा, उसमें there are so many मुर्गीज. Yes or no? This is how Indians were pushed. सब एक दूसरे पे लदे हुए हैं, शिप पे ले गए एनिमल्स की तरह से. Long journeys, many people will die on board because of health issues, because of hygiene issues. जो भी है मर गया, कोई टेंशन नहीं, जो बचेगा वो पहुंचाओ. Where did they reach? Pacific Island, Fiji. Even today, Fiji has a huge Indian population. Fiji चले जाओ, भोजपुरी गाना वहाँ बिल्कुल चलेगा. And the second place was this Guyana. Guyana people came. So most of them died, जो बचे. They thought that we are going over there, they will give us place to live and salary. Nothing, they realized this is slavery. They tried to fight, but they were beaten up, they were jailed and everything. Soon they started living over there. Gradually Indians adapted to it. मार पीट के जो चल रहा था वैसे चलाया. धीरे धीरे next generations came, and you know Indians are hardy people. वो अपना ही लिट्टी चोखा बना के गुजारा करके चला लिया. And then generations came, and today we find that their leaders, their prominent writers, West Indies की cricket team में Shiv Narayan, Chandra Paul, Sunil Narayan. Why do they have such Indian names? Because they all belong to these times, and these were called the indentured labor. What is indenture? It is a one-sided contract whereby ले तो जा रहे हैं, क्या होगा उसके बाद नहीं पता है. And gradually Indian community worked and they uplifted themselves, and this is how we have Indians reaching over there. Very few in number, but mostly in which area? ये जो गियाना का एरिया है, यहाँ पर ये लोग रह रहे हैं. That is why I said about this Guyana plateau. Did we find that Guyana plateau? Is everyone okay? ये चार बना लो, फिर इनके नाम लिखते हैं. 1 2 3 4. So this is number 1, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Everyone, can I say plateau is an elevated area? So can I make it a 3-dimensional diagram? ऐसे ही बनेगा 3D में अगर बनेगा तो. Will it be slightly elevated or not? And if the wind is coming from that side, तो बारिश भी बहुत होगी. Will it rain or not? Think about it. This side, so it will rain. So water is there, everything is there. You can go for agricultural crops, sugar cane, सब करो इधर. Done. We are on the plateaus now. So mountains are done. We are on the plateaus. In plateaus, I have the Bolivian plateau. Which plateau? Bolivian plateau. What is the type of this plateau? Which type? Intermountain. Please write down. Bolivian plateau is the second highest intermountain plateau. अभी हमने देखा second highest capital, and then we saw the highest capital. Second highest intermountain plateau in the world. Second highest intermountain plateau in the world after, which is the highest? Tibet. So Tibetan plateau. After Tibetan plateau, this is the second highest intermountain plateau in the world. So is it surprising that it has the highest capital also? La Paz इसी पर है कि नहीं? Yes. So can you also see a blue dot over there? You will find a lake by the name Titicaca. Do you have Titicaca? Titicaca? Physical map पे देखो. Physically. Titicaca happens to be on the border of Peru and Chile. ठीक है. Titicaca is the highest navigable lake in the world. तो लिख सकते हो यहाँ पर जहां लिख रहे हो. तो पहला क्या लिखा? Second highest intermountain plateau has La Paz, which is the highest capital city in the world, and has Titicaca, the lake which is a हाईएस्ट नेविगेबल लेक इन द वर्ल्ड, उसी में लिख रहे हैं वी आर ऑन द प्लेटू वी फाउंड, व्हाट डिड वी फाइंड, द हाईएस्ट कैपिटल सिटी ला पाज, हाईएस्ट कैपिटल सिटी ला पाज इज हियर. सेकंड, highest navigable lake, highest navigable lake in the world, lake Titicaca. Everyone with me on this? ये आपका वो हो गया plateau. This plateau is famous for its lithium reserves. Remember lithium batteries? So lithium reserves यहाँ पे lithium triangle. When I do economic geography, then I'll tell you that also. Let's go to the second plateau. Second number plateau is the Brazilian Shield. Second one is Brazilian Shield. What did I tell you about shield? कैसा plateau होता है? Remember when the plateau gets ghissoed, the igneous part is the shield. Yes or no? Shield and platform बताया था? So please write down. Brazilian highlands. Brazilian highlands form the majority of eastern part of Brazil. They are one of the oldest. They are one of the oldest rocks of this continent. Their regional units means they are broken down into smaller ones. Their regional units are named as Plateau of Borborema. चेक करो, है वहां पर Plateau of Borborema. Do we have eastern side में Borborema? Do we also have Mato Grosso? शुभ जो बता रहा हूं बेटा वो लिख लो, तुम जबरदस्ती क्यों इधर उधर का देख रहे हो. सेरा डे मार, सेरा मॉन्टिकेरा, सारा ढूंढेगा ये, जो काम की चीज है उसके अलावा सब दिखता है शुभ को. शुभ फोकस ऑन टू थिंग्स. माटो ग्रासो मिला, प्लेटो बोरबोरेमा मिला, कटिंगा या सिराडो में से कौन सा है? सिराडो या कटिंगा? दोनों है. माटो ग्रासो के ईस्ट में होगा कटिंगा एंड सिराडो. मार्क कर लो. लोकल नेम्स लिख रहे थे हम. लोकल नेम्स क्या लिखा था लास्ट में? नेम्ड एज प्लेटू ऑफ बोरबोरेमा, कॉमा माटो ग्रासो etc. These are mineral rich regions. Used for mining. मिनरल रिच है तो माइनिंग भी होती है. ठीक है. They also form the agricultural region of Brazil. यहाँ पे माइनिंग भी हो रहा है और एग्रीकल्चर भी हो रहा है. एवरीवन ओके? व्हाट इज माय थर्ड प्लेटू? यहाँ पे सब लोगों ने बनाया कि नहीं? 1 2 3 4. व्हाट इज माय थर्ड वन? आपने मार्किंग किया, नंबरिंग करके रखो. थर्ड वन पैटागोनिया. एवरीवन look at my map and please apply your logic. Why Patagonia should be a desert? मैप देखेंगे, अब आपको पता है कि मैप से कैसे पता चलता है. पहला तो वेस्टर्लीज आर ऑफ शोर. What did I need? Onshore. तो ऑफ शोर है, पहला रीजन ही हो गया. दूसरा, बीच में वर्ल्ड का सेकंड हाईएस्ट माउंटेन रेंज है. सो व्हेन यू राइज ऑन दैट एंड व्हेन यू कम ऑन दिस साइड, विल इट बी लीवर्ड और नॉट? लीवर्ड है. Rain shadow side, rain shadow leeward side. So this is a rain shadow desert, number one. Second, I also have one more thing which I want your logic to be exercised on. This is a rain shadow desert which most of you are correctly able to predict. Why is this a cold desert? Latitude. Warm desert warm area में होता है. This is a temperate. So the temperate में तो cool desert होना चाहिए था. Cool भी है and height also, no? You are cool. So everyone, Delhi temperature, is it cool today or not? But if I go to Mussoorie, will it be colder? If I go to Himalayas, will it be further colder? Yes or no? So height will also add to it. So this is a cold desert, not because it is a plateau. I'm saying there are multiple reasons. Plateau तो ये है ही. Plateau, lithosphere wise it is a plateau, but climate wise it is a desert. So please write down Patagonia Plateau. Patagonia Plateau towards the southern cone of South America. So जो नीचे का ट्रायंगल है उसको मैं southern cone बोल रहा हूं. Patagonia Plateau towards the southern cone of South America is a rain shadow induced cold desert. Rain shadow induced cold desert. Rain shadow की वजह से desert बना, and which desert is it? Cold desert. Get that? It is known for its barren rocky terrain. It is known for its barren, BARREN. It is known for its barren rocky terrain. Barren है मतलब सुनसान निर्जन एकदम वो, and rocky. Most of you remember somebody said, sir, desert means sand. ये sandy desert नहीं है. This is a rocky desert. Is everyone okay? So ये तीन हो गए. Fourth one. Let's go to Guyana. Guyana Highland. Fourth one. Guyana Highland. Please write down. An ancient shield lying north of equator. An ancient shield lying north of equator with igneous metal rich rocks. With igneous metal rich rocks is the Guyana shield. Is the Guyana shield. Get that? You see Guyana shield पे did you find Orinoco river? Orinoco river मिल गया. ओरिनोको रिवर के आसपास जाएंगे तो वहां पर एंजल फॉल्स भी लिखा होगा. Yes or no? Which is the highest waterfall? Heard of that or not? So there is this plateau and the river is going, so river will fall from there. So that is Angel's Fall. Now Angel's Fall is on which river? So it is on a river called Churun. वो यहाँ पर नहीं है, यहाँ पर नहीं है. जबरदस्ती मत ढूंढना. छोटी सी टुच्ची सी नदी चुरुन. Churun happens to be a tributary of this whole system. So that is why many books write that Angel Fall is on Orinoco River. Not exactly on Orinoco River, it is one of the tributary of that system called the Churun River. Yes, so please write down. अभी क्या लिखा था आपने? Metal rich. Please write down. This plateau is drained by Orinoco River and its tributaries. This plateau is drained by Orinoco River and its tributaries. Orinoco River and its tributaries. The famous Angel Falls. The famous Angel Falls. Which country? Venezuela. The famous Angel Falls. In bracket, Venezuela. The famous Angel Falls lie on the Orinoco system. Lie on the Orinoco River system. In bracket, you can write down Churun River. Which river? CHURUN. लोग चूरन की भी स्पेलिंग पूछ रहे हैं. जैसा लिखना लिख दें. CHURUN. Churun River. Get that? Bracket close. That's why I said Orinoco system. Bracket Churun River. Which is the highest waterfall in the world. क्या चीज? हाईएस्ट नाइग्रा फॉल है. एंजल फॉल्स की तो बात हुई, नाइग्रा तो मैं लाया नहीं. अरे मैं उसी के बारे में बता रहा हूँ. कंटिन्यू. हाँ तो लिख रहा हूँ ना, आगे लिखा हो तुम. उसने लिख दिया. लिखा है मैंने कहीं पे लिखा है विच इज द हाईएस्ट, तो लिखो ना. इसीलिए तो मेरा सेंटेंस चल रहा है. एटलस में लिखा. डिक्टेशन भी तो दे रहा हूँ, इसके बिना नींद नहीं आती बहुतों को. highest waterfall in the world, which happens to be the highest waterfall in the world, which is Angel's Fall. इसलिए लिखवा रहा हूं. Yes. Please write down. This system has another famous waterfall. This system has another famous waterfall in Guyana by the name Kaitiur Falls. एंजल्स फॉल और क्या है? काइट्यूर फॉल्स. ये कहां पर है? गियाना. ये कहां पर है? वेनेजुएला. विच सिस्टम? ओरिनोको रिवर एंड इट्स ट्रिब्यूटरीज. विच प्लेटू? विच प्लेटू? गियाना आइलैंड. एग्जाम के पॉइंट से दोनों पता होने चाहिए आपको. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, प्लीज राइट डाउन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, on the border of Argentina and Brazil, the world's largest waterfall system, Iguazu Falls. Iguazu Falls on Brazil Argentina border. Iguazu Falls. Get that? Iguazu Falls. These are the world's largest in terms of volume. That's the river का नाम. Iguazu. ठीक है. ये प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, so that you are looking at that. Or which river system is this? Parana river and its tributaries. यहां पे कौन सी रिवर थी? ओरिनोको. और इधर Parana river. We'll look at that. All the four plateaus done. Are all the four plateaus done? Important was a navigable lake. Which was it? Highest navigable lake, Titicaca. Titicaca. ठीक है. Highest falls, Angel Falls. Highest capital, highest active volcano, Ojos del Salado. ठीक है. Largest waterfall system, Iguazu. Iguazu. Which two river systems have we talked of? Orinoco river system in the north and Parana in the south. Parana की tributary Iguazu और उधर क्या है? Churun. Churun, Kayali, कई सारे नाम है. You don't have to worry about them. So that's what we are talking about. Everyone come back to this. अब जो बचा वो क्या है? प्लेन्स. वेरी गुड. व्हाट वी आर लेफ्ट विद इज दीज प्लेन्स. तो जल्दी से प्लेन्स बना दो. Life is easy. Mountains are done. Plateaus are done. We are left with प्लेन्स. इसलिए कहा था बड़ा रखना. जितना बड़ा रखोगे उतना अच्छा रहेगा. इस प्लेन को सेल्वास लिखा होगा. यस. इधर लानोस लिखता है. लानोस इन द नॉर्थ वेनिजुएला में. इधर लिखेगा ग्रैंड चैको. ग्रैंड चैको. इधर लिखेगा पैम्पास. लिखा है कि नहीं लिखा है? ये सारे नाम पता होने चाहिए. We should know what is Llanos, we should know what is Campos, we should know what is Selvas, we should know what is Gran Chaco, Pampas. Okay, so can I say middle of the western mountains and eastern plateau lie the plain regions, north to south, नाम आ जाएगा. Yes, so please write down plains of South America. Plains of South America. Plains of South America. In the middle of the western mountain range, in the middle of the western mountain range and the eastern plateaus lie the plain regions of South America with their regional units as Llanos and Campos in bracket Caatinga. Llanos, double L, so Llanos. Then we have Selvas. Llanos के बाद थोड़ा सा Llanos पे लिखवाऊंगा. उसके बाद Selvas. I'll make you write down something on Selvas. Then I have Pampas. नहीं, पहले Pampas से पहले क्या है बीच में? Gran Chaco. Gran Chaco. And then I'll have Pampas. So did we identify these places are there or not? Gradually we'll meet all of them what is happening in this continent. With me on this? Okay. To understand them better, let's do the reverse also. Reverse पे लिखेंगे थोड़ी देर में, but let's do the reverse. Everyone, have you done two reverse? One is Magdalena. Second, somebody asked me which one. Orinoco अभी बताया. Orinoco पे एंजल फॉल हो गया. On the screen please. On the screen. यहाँ पेरू से निकलता है, इधर से निकलता है, बहुत सारी, अराउंड 1100 rivers. They unite to form the longest, longest is a little debated, largest river in the world, that is Amazon. Amazon is a navigable river which has its delta at the equator. Please check. Amazon का mouth equator पर है. It's a navigable river means sea में से आए, your ship can enter this. Get that? Enter this. So I entered, my ship entered this, and I probably stopped here. But this river, I did not go much further in it. This river is navigable up to a point which is called Manaus. लिखा है Manaus. Political map में देखो, Manaus नाम का शहर है. रिवर पे जाना, ब्लू लाइन, Manaus आ गया. कैन यू सी रिवर पे कोई और रिवर भी आके जुड़ गई होगी शायद. नेग्रो रिवर कम्स एंड जॉइंस दिस एट मनाउस. कुछ नाम जो होने को तो हमारे पास कितनी रिवर्स है 1100. वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड बट मनाउस तक ये होना चाहिए. अमेजॉन दिख गया. एवरीवन वी आर ऑन अमेजॉन. आफ्टर अमेजॉन so 3 rivers are done. Now I'm not interested in many more rivers. Everyone please pay attention. Which is the largest waterfall system in the world? Iguazu. Iguazu is at the border of Argentina and Brazil. On the screen please. Which river? Parana river. So pay attention. This is Argentina and Brazil. So this river goes. This is Parana river. On the screen, on the screen. From the country Paraguay comes a river Paraguay. From the country Uruguay comes a river Uruguay. So Paraguay, Uruguay and Parana. PPU. The Pappu river system. Nothing to do with any name that you know by Pappu. आजकल किसी को पप्पू बनाते हैं वो लोग. So P से Parana. P from the country Paraguay. U from the country. These countries are named after them and all three unites. This is the Parana Paraguay Uruguay system and Iguazu is a tributary of Parana. तो सभी लोगों को मेजर. अब हमने जो प्लेन छोड़ा था वट एवर प्लेन रीजन वी हैड लेफ्ट हैव आई फिल्ड इट अप विद द रिवर्स. प्लीज मेक योर रिवर्स एंड देन वील टॉक अबाउट ऑल दिस वन बाय वन. People have located Manaus also. People have located Parana, Paraguay and Uruguay also. I'm not looking for any more rivers. Rivers are done. Rivers are done. I just wanted a network that is going to create the plains for us. Done? Okay, let's come to this. What is Llanos and Campos? Located north and south of equator. These are the tropical grasslands of South America. What is Llanos and Campos? These are grassland regions. Which type of grassland? Tropical. Tropical means the grasses which grow in the warmer region. Grasses which grow in the warmer region. ये कैसा दिखाई देगा? ऐसा दिखाई देता है. There is grass. Tall grass. With a few short little trees here and there. यहां पर क्या है? घास है. ऊंची ऊंची घास. Very tall, hard, fibrous, dry grass. Yes. Such tall grasses are also called as elephant grasses. They can be so high that even the animals can hide behind them. These are the tall, dry grasses. Tall, dry grass with a few trees here and there. This is called park landscape. चलिए समझ में नहीं आया, पहले बनाओ फिर समझ अपने आप आएगा. So everyone, you've been to parks. Parks में घास होती है और साइड में कॉर्नर में कुछ पेड़ भी लगे होते हैं. यस. यहाँ ओल्ड राजेंद्र नगर में छोटे छोटे पार्क्स हैं कई जगह पर. You'll find people are going for a walk on them. So there is a walking track, there are benches, people are sitting. सब जगह घास है और कुछ एक दो पेड़ भी होंगे. So that's a park landscape. Yes. This is a park landscape, means looks like a park. It's a grassy area with what kind of a grass? Dry, tall, woody grass. Do we get that? Dry, tall, woody grass. Why dry? Tropical area, no? Heat. Yes, heat. At equator, away from equator. At equator नहीं, north or south of equator. Everyone. ये जो लानोस और काम्पोस है, ये इक्वेटर पे नहीं, इक्वेटर से दूर है. इक्वेटर पर तो ये आएगा, सेल्वास आएगा. इक्वेटर विल हैव सेल्वास. इज एवरीवन ओके? सो लानोस इज विच कंट्री? नॉर्थ वाला वेनेजुएला. और काम्पोस इज इन ब्राजील. आपने देख लिया काम्पोस, कटिंगा, सराडो. वो जो कटिंगा है, दैट इज देयर. इज एवरीवन ओके? कटिंगा इज दिस. So I want to, since we are talking about a concept, so how do we get to know whether there will be a tree or a grass? That depends upon two things. One is heat. The plant requires heat. So whenever you have sun, adequate sunlight, so you can have good vegetation. Yes. So Ladakh will not have a good vegetation. Why? It's very cold. It's very, very cold. So when you are in the hot regions, you will have trees or grasses. But whether you will have tree or grass will depend upon water. If you have sufficient water, that means you have heat also and water also. This is what the plant takes. Plant doesn't eat pizza. उसको पिज्जा नहीं चाहिए, ये मिलेगा वो मिलेगा. उसको क्या चाहिए? Photosynthesis के लिए sunlight and adequate water to grow. And definitely the soil will give the nutrients. So now assuming that the soil is fine, at equator, what should I expect? Tree or grass? Tree. Why? Heat and water both are available. But as I am going away from the equator, what is happening? The water is reducing. So the tree will be replaced by grass, or the tree which is tall will become shorter. Do you understand? There is a science why grasslands are created. Grasslands are created in areas where water is slightly less, semi-arid. I told you arid is absence of water. Semi-arid is stress. And humid is joy. अपने पास सब कुछ. अपुनिची गॉड है तो आई एम अ ट्री. बहुत ज्यादा पानी, बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी, आई एम द बेस्ट ट्री. स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट, टॉलेस्ट ट्रीज, दे विल बी देयर. ये कहाँ मिलते हैं? सेल्वास. दीज आर Brazilian rain forests. Have you heard of evergreen rain forests? Why evergreen? पानी भी है, heat भी है, क्या दिक्कत है? They will be evergreen. So Brazilian rain forest. अब ये कैसा दिखाई देता है? So let's look at this also. इसमें एकदम टॉल ट्रीज विदाउट एनी ब्रांचेस. कोई ब्रांच है ही नहीं, सीधा ट्री. हाउ टॉल? 30 फीट. 30 फीट का मतलब 10 मीटर्स. 10 मीटर्स. 30 फीट से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, 50 फीट भी जा सकता है. पीपल हु डू नॉट नो व्हाट इज 10 meters, दिस सीलिंग इज 3 meters. So 10 means more than 3 floors. 3 floor तक तो ट्री जाएगा. 3 to 5 floors. Tall trees. No branching. There is gap in between. In that gap, another tree will come, but this time it will be shorter. उस gap में ये भी आ गया. What kind of a tree is this? Super healthy tree. Very strong wood, not easy to cut. We call it hardwood. Hardwood trees. Strong trees, dense trees. Get that? अभी क्या है? Sunlight now is reducing. And we want water as well as sunlight. Now sunlight is going only through the gaps. उन gap में भी आ जाएगा. वहां पर भी हो गया. Now what has happened is at the bottom, it is absolutely dark. Even the sunlight does not reach over there. So, what is this? Very dense, highly बायोडाइवर्स, सबसे ज्यादा बायोडाइवर्सिटी वाला, वेरी डेंस, हाईली बायोडाइवर्स, क्लोज्ड forests. If you are in Llanos and Campos, will you see sunlight coming to you? Yes, घास है यार, कोई टेंशन नहीं. But if you are in selvas, nothing. These are very thick jungles, very thick jungles. Not even the sunlight can penetrate. So can I call it multi-storied? Tree arrangement. Light does not reach the bottom. Get that? Have you ever been to a jungle? नहीं. टीवी में देखा कभी जंगल? यस. जंगल में एनिमल्स होते? यस. Should we be afraid of animals or should we be friendly with them? शेर आए तो अफ्रेड होना चाहिए, फ्रेंडली का नाटक मत करना, ठीक है? शेर वो नहीं देख रहा है कि मुझसे मिलने आया है, वो खा जाएगा, उसके लिए खाना है. यस. So if you are somehow, if you are in this Brazilian selva forest, what animals can you expect? Insects? No animals? क्यों? एनिमल्स होंगे, एनिमल होंगे या नहीं होंगे? कैसे होंगे? शेर, चीता? नहीं. मंकी होगा, हिरन होगा कि नहीं होगा? आसान वाला देखते हैं. विल वी हैव अ डियर और नॉट? डियर तो होना चाहिए यार. जंगल गए, डियर भी नहीं. आई हैव टेकन माय सन टू दिस जिम कॉर्बेट at least 5 times. Every time he wants to look at a tiger, he comes back, पापा बस डियर दिख जाता है. वो भी मुझे लगता है किराए वाला रखा हुआ इन्होंने. डियर दिखा देते, बोलते टाइगर अभी था, वो चला गया. अभी सब झूठ बोल देते हैं. So the problem is that there is no sunlight reaching at the bottom. Because sunlight is not reaching at the bottom there is no undergrowth. What is an undergrowth? जो नीचे grow करेगा. Plants require some sunlight, no? So there is no undergrowth, means there is no grass. If there is no grass, there is no herbivore. So deer is not there. What will the deer eat? Herbivore is also not there. And then to eat the deer, we have carnivore. वो भी नहीं. So generally, we will not say that they don't have animals. Light doesn't reach at the bottom. No undergrowth. Is everyone okay with what is undergrowth? Only lower order animals. We don't say animals name. We have lower order organisms like insects, reptiles, etc. नीचे कौन मिलेगा? सांप, बिच्छू, insects will be there. Reptiles is snake. Heard of anaconda? कहाँ पर है? Amazon river में. We will find different varieties of snakes over there. And if we rise up, ऊपर तो सब कुछ हो सकता है. ऊपर क्या हो सकता है? Bird हो सकता है. Bird is happy, so they have rich bird diversity. And tree living animals like monkeys, macaques, they will be over there. Is everyone okay? So this is selvas. Very different from that. Okay. Now, why is this forest so well done? Because there is a lot of water. There is a lot of water. Where is the water coming from? Amazon दे रही इनको. आपको लगता है पेड़ को Amazon equator है? Convectional rain. Which rain? 4 o'clock shower. Remember? रोज बारिश होनी. रोज बारिश होनी. Get that? These selvas are also called as the lungs of the planet. lungs of the planet. The equatorial rainforest of Brazil are also called as the lungs of the planet. Why lungs? Because plants absorb carbon dioxide, yes or no, and release oxygen. So that's what our lung does. That's what our lung does. So that gas exchange is happening, and they are very, very important to that extent that nearly 20% of the oxygenation that we are looking at happens through this. So that is why they are called the lungs of the planet. Is it okay? So they become very, very important. यूपीएससी ने मजा लेने के लिए ये भी पूछ लिया व्हाट आर द किडनीज ऑफ द प्लैनेट. प्रीलिम्स में ये भी क्वेश्चन आया. आई थिंक 2 years ago वी हैड व्हाट आर द किडनीज ऑफ द प्लैनेट. किडनी क्या करती है? वाटर प्यूरिफिकेशन. तो व्हाट प्यूरिफाइज वाटर ऑन लैंड? तुम लोग एग्जाम दे रहे हो कि नहीं दे रहे हो? पीवाई क्यू देखते हो कभी या नहीं देखते हो? सर जो आप कह देंगे वही. और कल अगर मैं छुट्टी था तो मुझे नहीं पता है. एकदम 25 में कर लिया 26 में टेक अ रिजॉल्व. वेटलैंड्स. अरे वेटलैंड क्या होता है? जिनको खत्म कर दिया है. अब हमें वेटलैंड पता ही नहीं. तो वी आर लुकिंग एट अरावली इज गोइंग डाउन. वेटलैंड की बात हो रही है. हैव यू हर्ड बॉम्बे के मैंग्रोव्स को काट रहे हैं लोग? दैट्स अ वेटलैंड. So we are damaging the kidney of the earth. सर तो क्या हो गया? थोड़ा सा वेटलैंड काट लेंगे तो क्या होगा? So Brazil got this idea that we have a huge area. Can you see on the map of physical map? ब्राजील का इतना बड़ा इतना बड़ा सर बैच में 5,000 डिस्काउंट हुआ तो जिसमें 10,000 दिया उसको क्या फायदा मिला? बेटा अगर ज्योग्राफी पढ़ के एनवायरनमेंट पढ़ के आईएएस बन गया तो बैच ने अपना पैसा वसूल करा दिया. जो डिस्काउंट पे लगे हुए हो ना 5 का, और 5 में भी क्या करेगा? पांचों आपस में शेयर करेंगे. तू भी देखेगा मैं भी देखूंगा. दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन गेटिंग व्हाट इज इट. दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन देयर गोल. दे आर इंटरेस्टेड इन सब. 5 का डिस्काउंट हुआ. 5 का 5 का 5 का 10 का 10 का 10 का. सौरभ ये वाला काम करवा रहे हो टीचर से भी. 2025 में शर्मिंदगी वाला काम कर लिया 26 में मत करना. ही इज नॉट आस्किंग एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन ज्योग्राफी. 5 का डिस्काउंट हो गया. 6 का कितना होगा? 2-4 और लोग ढूंढो जजमान, वो सब मिलके शेयर कर लेना. दैट्स कंटिन्यूइंग. सर अब आगे से अपेक्षा करेंगे आप विषय पे बात करेंगे, ज्यादा अच्छा हो. यस. एंड रिमेंबर ये अपना कोकून तोड़ेगा क्या? ये अंदर बैठा है. डिस्काउंट पे तोड़वा रहा है कोई? डिस्काउंट मिलेगा तब मैं अपना सेल मारूंगा, कोकून से निकलूंगा. तो सर डोंट डू दैट फुलिशनेस. दिस इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड आइडिया. हाँ जी. तो ब्राजील गवर्नमेंट को ऐसा ही ख्याल आया. दे स्टार्टेड chopping off these equatorial rainforest. Get that? So the world said, no, don't do that. These are the lungs of the world. बोले तो हमने ठेका लिया है. हम लंग्स हैं. कौन किडनी? हमें क्या मतलब है? माई कंट्री. यस नो. आई एम ओनली इंटरेस्टेड इन माई कंट्री. अमेरिका फॉर अमेरिकन, ब्राजील फॉर ब्राजीलियंस. काटना शुरू कर दिया. द वर्ल्ड इज अगेंस्ट इट. द वर्ल्ड केम अप इन आर्म्स. लोग आए. लोगों की सुनता कौन है? पुलिस. लो बजाओ, जो करना है करो. 2 years, just 2 years, Brazil had to declare drought relief to its equatorial provinces. 2 साल में सूखा पड़ गया. कहां पर? जहां पे 4 बजे रोज बारिश होती है. Climatologically, a place which receives rainfall every day, they had to give drought relief. So what accidentally did they do? Accidentally, they disturbed the hydrological cycle. Because convectional rain requires what? Water to evaporate, convert into cloud, and then come back. Now what happens is when the rain falls, because trees are not there, plants are not there, the rain will immediately come on the ground and it will create floods. And it will take away the soil also and go away, nothing to evaporate. But plants slow down everything. They allow that evaporation to happen. That is called plants ka bolte transpiration. Through transpiration that happens. So foolishly they did that. And they had no other thing to do. इसीलिए ब्राजील में सरकार बदली and the new government has been looking at that. बीच में गवर्नमेंट आई, अब अच्छे दिन लेकर आएंगे, सारे उन्होंने काट डाले वो. यस. टेल मी 2020, I do not know how many of you remember that, during COVID time. COVID time, two places caught fire. One was entire Australia was burning. The bush fires in Australia. So what are those bush? Australia's tropical grassland started catching fire. पूरे continent में आग लग गई. Full continent caught fire. Yes. And the second one, which you would have seen pictures, was Brazilian forest getting fire. These Amazon rainforest caught fire. And can you imagine? The fire is in selvas. The smoke was seen reaching till Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. कितना जलाया होगा इन लोगों ने. For the first time, the emissions became net positive. Now, I'm not getting into net positive and net negative. So, net negative is that you are absorbing more carbon dioxide, releasing less. Amazon became net positive. Amazon was giving out more carbon dioxide to the world. वो 2 साल तो उन्होंने क्रांतिकारी किया. Don't you see that in the last 2 years, world climate the change has accelerated. One stupid move here and everything is impacted. It's not that Brazil lives alone on this planet. All the countries are linked. This is called in climatology butterfly effect. What is a butterfly effect? A butterfly flutters its wings in India and it causes rain in UK. Now that's an exaggeration, but just to tell you that how connected the world climate is. If the world had one place which was absorbing carbon dioxide, if that place turns into releasing carbon dioxide, what will happen to global warming? This is what we call it the runaway global warming, which is happening in the world. So in climatology or in environment class, we talk about that. This is the area that we are talking about. Selvas, known for its biodiversity, known for its unique forest, and these forests are called selvas. We come to Grand Chaco. Grand Chaco is a low-lying, so saucer-shaped depression. With poor drainage, poor water drainage. So Grand Chaco, can you see on the eastern side of Andes we have Grand Chaco? Yes. Imagine the ice melting on Andes and coming to this Grand Chaco. Why will it come? Because it's a slope. And then it should go towards the ocean. Yes or no? But if this is a low-lying area, will the water get collected over here or not? So when the water is not moving because slope is not there, that is called poor drainage. Everyone, did you understand what is poor drainage? जहां पानी रुकने लगता है, खड़ा होने लगता है, that is called poor drainage. Can I call this as a waterlogged region? Daldali bhumi, marshy, waterlogged region. Sometimes in the cities, the low-lying areas, when the flood comes, they always get flooded. उसका पानी बाहर नहीं जाता है. So this is on the eastern side, poor drainage, waterlogged. पानी इधर भर जाता है, marshy region and having forests. पानी है और टेम्परेचर भी है, so what will happen? That's there. अदिति कह रही सर कौन सा शेप लिखा हुआ है? हिंदी में कहते हैं बेटा कटोरा नुमा, सॉसर शेप. ठीक है, इसीलिए डिप्रेशन लिख दिया था, ऐसा कटोरा. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा डिप्रेशन हो जाने की वजह से व्हाट विल स्टॉप ओवर हियर? Water will have a tendency to stop over here. It's not a pond because there is soil also. Everyone, मिट्टी है लेकिन मिट्टी में क्या हो गया? पानी हो गया, water logging हो गया. So दलदली मिट्टी. So that's what we are talking about. That this is the waterlogged region. Everyone okay with this? Forested, यहाँ पर भी क्या लग गया? With time रहने के लिए अच्छा है नहीं है? You can't live over there. but they have, what do they have? Forest trees have come. Yes. इसी में ग्रैंड चैको में state PC has asked, what is quebracho? What is quebracho? Quebracho is the name of a wood. Quebracho is the name of a wood. Spanish language में, in English it means axe breaker, kulhadi tod. Such a strong wood that if you try to chop it off, your axe will break, it will not. What is that wood called as? Quebracho. Where is it found? Grand Chaco. Will you remember that? Now we come to the last one. What is this? Pampas. Pampas are the true grasslands and temperate grasslands. They are true grasslands and temperate grassland. We'll understand what is it. This is the grass that they have. Why true grassland? Why true? Only grass, no trees. Remember, did we have a park landscape? Where was park landscape? Llanos, campos. Tropical grasslands are not true grassland. Why they are not true grassland? Because they have a few trees. And temperate grasslands means, here what conditions are there? Cool plus. Tropical grassland mein what are the conditions? Warm plus semi-arid. Warm plus semi-arid. So when you are warm plus semi-arid, your grasses will be what? Dry. Dry grasses. क्योंकि गर्म भी है ना, पानी भी कम है, evaporation is happening, so grass will be dry, woody, तिनका ज्यादा होगा. इधर क्या होगा? Mostly what kind of a grass? Green grass. Either green grass. Imagine, for a minute, don't think about you being a human being. Think about you being a buffalo. Yes, buffalo. You are a buffalo. Cow. Cow country. Cow. You are a cow. Okay. Where will you cow? Pampas or Llanos? अगले जन्म मोहे पैम्पास ही कीजो. सुनो, पैम्पास इज ऑल ग्रीन ग्रास, ग्रीन जूसी न्यूट्रिशियस ग्रास. खाओ और मजे से काव काव करो. नाउ देयर इज अ डेंजर. इन इंडिया वी वर्शिप काउस. In Argentina, they don't worship cow. So they get the cow to cow. When the cow cows and the cow becomes fat, they cut the cow. And they become the biggest beef exporting country in the world. इसलिए मैं भैंस ले जा, तुम काव ले आए, तो मैंने सच्चाई भी बता दी. ठीक है? So this is pampas. So what is this? Green, nutritious grass. कौन सी ग्रास यहां पे लगाते हैं? अल्फा अल्फा. अल्फा अल्फा वैरायटी ग्रास. Another grass is lucerne grass variety. Alpha alpha and lucerne. Everyone okay? So आपको सबका बता भी दिया. And again saying, I could have just dictated it. I have taken my time to show you how they look like, what is the difference between them, so that you can appreciate what is happening in these areas. Everyone with me on this? Yes? अगर आप डायग्राम बना रहे थे अच्छी बात है, नहीं बना रहे तो माई जॉब ये सब सेव हो जाता है. माई जॉब टू एक्सप्लेन थिंग्स टू यू in a way that it registers. Everyone, can we open our physical map and now look at Lanos physical map of South America. Lanos दिख रहा है? कैसा होगा, दिखाई दे रहा है? ऐसी घास होगी? Yes or no? Lanos will be dry grass. वहीं पर Guyana shield is also there. Guyana में rivers are making waterfalls. Yes or no? Then we go to Selvas. Selvas, which river? Amazon system. And Guyana, which river system? Orinoco river system. And the one which is going to that Gulf of Darien, वो जो कोकेन वाला काम कर रही है, वो कौन सी रिवर? Magdalena. Remember Magdalena? Okay. Where are selvas? Selvas are your equatorial rainforest, the dense forest. The dense forest, Brazilian, which they want to chop off and put on for exploitation. Yes. And how many tributaries does it have? Almost 1100 tributaries. World's largest river, that is Amazon river. Navigable up to which point? M से आ रहा है, चलेगा. म तक तो आए. Manaus. Yes. Then we have this entire Brazilian shield. What do they use it for? Brazilian shield किस लिए use करते हैं? Mineral, mining. This also happens to be semi-arid. Agriculture. Okay. Now question comes, sir, ये semi-arid क्यों है? Everyone, please pay attention. Rain is happening. Rain is happening. True. Tell me where it will be more rain, X or Y? X or Y? X will be humid. Y will be semi-arid. Semi-arid में क्या grow करता है? Warm semi-arid, what vegetation? Grass. Whenever semi-arid, पेड़ तो चलेगा नहीं, grass. But warm है तो which grass? Dry grass. Dry grass. Dry grass कौन खाता है? हम. सर हम कहाँ खाते हैं? आप जो चावल खाते हो वो घास है. गेहूं जो खाते हो घास है. डोंट बी वेरी एरोगेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ काउ. तुम क्या खाते हो? घास. मैं भी घास खाता हूं. तुम तो घास भी ढंग से नहीं खाते, घास का भी दाना खाते हो, वो भी पीस के खाते हो. वो उतना दांत भी नहीं हम लोग का. तो द काउ कैन ईट द एंटायर थिंग. सो वी हैव चूजन आवर ग्रासेस. हमारी ग्रास क्या है? व्हीट, कॉर्न, मक्का. So all those things. So these Brazilian people will grow it over here. और कोई बोला कि सर शुगर केन कहां पर होगा? जहां पानी होगा. शुगर केन इज अ क्रॉप दैट रिक्वायर्स वाटर. So वाटर वाले एरिया में वो, अदरवाइज कॉर्न हुआ, सोयाबीन हुआ, these things they are growing. Is everyone with me on this? So ये हो गया हमारा. Just to tell you, this is humid, this is semi arid. और इधर आते आते तक क्या हो जाना चाहिए? एरिड हो सकता था, बट इस तरफ तो कोल्ड करंट नहीं है ना. कोल्ड करंट कहां पर है? कोल्ड करंट यहां पर है. और इधर क्या आ गया? रेन शैडो भी आ गया ना. एवरीवन, यहां पर जो थोड़ा बहुत आ सकता था वहां पर रेन शैडो भी आ गया. दैट इज वाई. इधर रेन शैडो तो नहीं है. इधर भी रेन शैडो, बट इधर से कुछ आ सकता है कि नहीं? इन्फ्लुएंस, सम मैरीटाइम इन्फ्लुएंस कैन कम बिकॉज देयर इज नो कोल्ड करंट ओवर देयर. इज एवरीवन ओके? So that's what we are looking at. ये भी हो गया. अब उसके बाद कैन यू सी ग्रैंड चैको? ग्रैंड चैको. ग्रैंड चैको के सदर्न पार्ट में एक छोटा सा ब्लू डॉट है, मार चिकिता. लेक मार चिकिता. एल मार चिकिता है. एवरीवन हैव अ लुक एट दैट. एल मार चिकिता है. मार चिकिता पॉलिटिकल में देख लो. बाकी सब तो यस कह रहे हैं, बाकी लोग, कुछ लोग मार नहीं पा रहे उसको. सदर्न पार्ट में मार चिकिता. एवरीवन रिमेंबर, ग्रैंड चैको वाटर गेट्स कलेक्टेड. तो थोड़ा सा तो पार्ट वाटर का दिखेगा भी ना. दैट्स योर लेक, लेक मार चिकिता. इज एवरीवन विद मी विद मार चिकिता ऑल्सो? अच्छा, फिजिकल मैप में वापस आएंगे. डू वी सी पैम्पास? पैम्पास क्या है? पैम्पास आर द टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड्स. टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड्स. और उसके नीचे डेजर्ट आ जाएगा. विच डेजर्ट? पेटागोनिया डेजर्ट. टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड्स विच कंट्री? अर्जेंटीना. अर्जेंटीना. सबको मिल गया? एवरीवन, यू हैव 1 minute. लुक एट साउथ अमेरिका फिजिकल मैप. look at water bodies outside, look at islands, look at inside this map, plateau, mountain plain, everything I've talked of, anything you feel you are not comfortable with. थोड़ा सा पहचान हो गया, जैसे नॉर्थ अमेरिका से हुआ था, साउथ अमेरिका फिजिकल देखेंगे. Everyone have a look at that. This is the bare minimum that we have to do. Are there more rivers? There can be more rivers, but the questions will be largely coming from these areas. So that is why I have applied my filters on this, so that I give you the filtered information. Whenever you're revising, you come across new names, use them, speak out those names, let them be a part of you. With me on this? Okay, 1 minute is over. Shift to the political map. The 12 plus 1 countries, their capitals, the equator countries, the Capricorn countries, the cluster countries, the landlocked countries, the southern tip, the Magellan Strait country, yes or no? The west coast countries, the east coast countries. Is everyone okay? Every continent, be comfortable with that. Galapagos Island, Falkland Island, Terra del Fuego Island, yes, Cape Horn, southernmost point. Everyone with me on this? We should be comfortable with a continent whenever we are looking at a continent, physical, political. Do you also know how to find out the thermal belts now? All you need is latitude. Latitude से मिल जाता है. Rainfall पता करने के लिए one is latitude. Selvas will get which rainfall? इधर लिखा हुआ है ना, 4 o'clock shower. इसमें तो आएगा ही आएगा. दूर जाऊंगा तो कम होने लगेगा, दूर जाऊंगा तो कम हो जाएगा. यहाँ पर क्या आ जाएगा? कंपोज एंड लानोस ऑन दैट साइड, दैट्स देयर. इधर क्या आएगा? दिस साइड मोर रेन, दिस साइड लेस रेन. सो हियर इज रेनी साइड, टू मच वाटर ऑन द वेस्टर्न साइड. इधर क्या आ जाएगा? सेमी arid. So pampas are semi-arid, yes or no? Pampas are cool semi-arid, so their grasses are different. Yes. So we ended on pampas. Please write down. Please write down wherever you were writing on pampas. majority of the areas in pampas. Majority of areas in pampas come under the country of Argentina. Come under the country of Argentina. कहाँ पर है? अर्जेंटीना में. Yes. Here extensive cattle rearing. Here extensive cattle rearing on large farms. Large farms. इनको क्या बोलते हैं? Estancias और ranches. Large farms होते हैं, उन पर cattle rearing करते हैं. Large farms called estancias or ranches is done. This cattle rearing is for meat production, not for the animal product, not for milk or wool or something, but that is for meat production. Argentina has meat processing factories. Meat processing factories called frigorificos. Meat processing factories called frigorificos. So they will not only slaughter the animal, दे हैव प्रोसेसिंग फैक्ट्री इन द फार्म इटसेल्फ. उसको पैक भी कर देंगे बॉक्स में डाल के स्ट्रेट अवे रेडी फॉर शिपमेंट. कहां से? पैम्पा से. वेयर विल यू सेंड इट? वेयर विल यू सेंड इट? एवरीवन प्लीज हैव अ लुक एट द कैपिटल ऑफ अर्जेंटीना, ब्यूनोस आयर्स. डू यू सी दैट ब्यूनोस आयर्स? दिख रहा है ब्यूनोस आयर्स? यस. इफ यू एवर हैपन टू बी इन अर्जेंटीना एंड यू आर अ वेजिटेरियन, हालत खराब हो जाएगी. इधर से मैगी खाकड़ा फाफड़ा सब लेके जाना. उधर सब चीज में नॉन वेज, ओनली मीट, मोस्टली मीट. वेजिटेरियन डाइट में घास फूस भी कम ही चल रहा है. ठीक है. So that's what we are talking about. That's Argentina. तो कहां पर ले जाएंगे? ब्यूनस आयर्स जाओ. एवरीवन कैन यू सी ब्यूनस आयर्स के ऊपर द कैपिटल मॉन्टेविडियो इज आल्सो देयर, और दोनों एक रिवर पे. व्हाट इज दैट रिवर? रियो डी ला प्लाटा. रियो इज द स्पेनिश वर्ड, रिमेंबर रियो ग्रांडे. तो रियो रिवर ऑफ द प्लाट, वो स्पेनिश में क्या बोलते हैं? रियो डी ला प्लाटा. व्हाट इज दिस प्लाट रिवर? रिमेंबर पप्पू रिवर, पीपीयू, पराना, पराग्वे, यूरुग्वे. व्हेन दे कंबाइन, दे कंबाइंड स्ट्रीम इज कॉल्ड रियो डी ला प्लाटा. उनको सबको जोड़ दोगे तो जो बनेगा संगम के बाद, आफ्टर द संगम, इट विल बी कॉल्ड एज रियो डी ला प्लाटा. इज एवरीवन विद मी ऑन दैट? फ्रिगोरिफिकॉस कहां पर होते? अर्जेंटीना में, फॉर मीट पैकेजिंग. इज एवरीवन विद मी ऑन दिस? ओके, लेट्स राइट डाउन समथिंग अबाउट द रिवर्स. रिवर्स नहीं लिखे ना? आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग अ लिटिल मोर, फिर थोड़ा गैप आ जाएगा तो इस कॉन्टिनेंट को खत्म करते हैं. हाइड्रोस्फीयर of South America. Looking at hydrosphere of South America, rivers and lakes. Rivers and lakes. So the first river is Amazon River. Amazon River. The largest river in the world. The largest river in the world with its head streams in Peru. हेड स्ट्रीम्स क्या होते हैं? जहां से ओरिजिन होती है. हेड स्ट्रीम्स इन पेरू. दिस रिवर flows eastward parallel to the equator, having its mouth at equator. So the mouth of the river is at equator. It flows parallel to the equator. Where does it originate? पेरू से चले आ रहे हेड स्ट्रीम्स, वहां से चलेगी. Yes. It drains the largest rainforest region of the world. It drains the largest rainforest region of the world. Called selvas. I've already explained selvas, so we'll not write anything over here. Called selvas, along with its nearly 1100 tributaries. Along with its nearly 1100 tributaries. This river is navigable up to मनोस। प्रीलिम्स के लिए ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछता है। डू यू रिमेंबर दैट वेयर डू द रिवर्स जॉइन मिसिसिपी एंड मिसौरी? सेंट लुइस। तो यहाँ पर मनोस भी आता है। ब्रैकेट में लिख दो रिवर नेग्रो जॉइंस हियर। रिवर नेग्रो वहीं जुड़ रही है कि नहीं? रिवर नेग्रो, जहां मनोस लिखा है इन ब्रैकेट प्लीज राइट डाउन, रिवर नेग्रो मीट्स Amazon here. तो सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस नॉर्थ अमेरिका से पूछता है, साउथ अमेरिका से, तो माय जॉब टू टेल यू द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स ओवर देयर। डन, दैट्स इट। इसमें मैं और ज्यादा नहीं कर रहा हूं, वी आर डन विद दिस। नाउ लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट बिग सिस्टम इज द Parana सिस्टम। Parana river system. Parana river system is the second most conspicuous, people who do not know conspicuous, important लिख देना, visible लिख देना, जो अंग्रेजी आती हो लिख देना। second most conspicuous or visible river system after Amazon. Parana, Paraguay and Uruguay. Parana, Paraguay and Uruguay. The Papu River, Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay are the three main rivers which join together in a combined stream called Rio de la Plata. वहीं से कर लो। So do we have a lecture tomorrow? No, you don't have a lecture tomorrow. अब we'll meet on next Monday. ठीक है? हाँ जी, क्या combined stream called Rio de la Plata. Rio de la Plata. ठीक है? इन अटलांटिक ओशन में गिर रही है। So in bracket the economic lifeline of this region. Remember there was an economic lifeline, सेंट लॉरेंस। तो इधर क्या है ये? मोहम्मद अली अबू कह रहा है थैंक यू सर। बेटा अब आगे कर ले। मनीषा भी बोल रही है थैंक यू सर। अगर तुम्हारा टाइम खत्म हो गया तो ठीक है, जा सकते हो, मुझे तो खत्म करने दो। अभी कोई क्लास तो नहीं है ना एकदम से? तो ये लेट्स फिनिश दिस यार, अदरवाइज मैं मेरी तरफ से खत्म है। मैं थैंक यू बोलूंगा, मैं यहाँ खत्म कर दूंगा। आई कैन टीच मोर ऑल्सो। मैं दुकान बंद कर सकता हूँ, मुझे कोई टेंशन नहीं। एग्जाम में आएगा नहीं आएगा यही तो बोलना है, 56 इंच के सीने से जो पढ़ा दिया इसी से आता है। और तुम मान भी जाओगे, तुम कौन सा एग्जाम देने जा रहे हो? हाँ जी, तो कहां पर है हम? इकोनॉमिक लाइफलाइन ऑफ दिस रीजन विथ टू कैपिटल्स। व्हाट आर द टू कैपिटल्स? मॉन्टेविडियो एंड ब्यूनस एयर्स। जल्दी लिख दो, विथ टू कैपिटल्स मॉन्टेविडियो एंड ब्यूनस एयर्स। ठीक है, मॉन्टेविडियो एंड ब्यूनस एयर्स, फुल स्टॉप। द वर्ल्ड सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट, यहां पे सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट बहुत है भाई, वर्ल्ड सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिक फैसिलिटी, वर्ल्ड्स सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिक फैसिलिटी lies on the Parana river, lies on the world's second largest hydroelectric facility lies on the Parana river at the Itaipu Dam. Parana पे कौन सा डैम है? Itaipu Dam, second largest HEP आफ्टर चाइना में सबसे बड़ा है, थ्री गॉर्जेस डैम। सबसे बड़ा वर्ल्ड का डैम चाइना में, थ्री गॉर्जेस डैम, विच चाइना इज अबाउट टू सरपास विद द ब्रह्मपुत्र डैम। जो ब्रह्मपुत्र पे चाइना बनाने वाला है दैट विल बी बिगर देन द थ्री गॉर्जेस डैम विच दे आर टॉकिंग ऑफ। दिस इज व्हाट वी आर. तो इटाईपू डैम कहां पर है? पराना रिवर. ठीक है, पराना पर ये हो गया. रियो डी ला प्लाटा भी समझ में आ गया एवरीवन. नाउ रियो डी ला प्लाटा तो इधर है ऑन द स्क्रीन प्लीज. दिस इज रियो डी ला प्लाटा. दिस इज ब्यूनस आयर्स. तो ब्यूनस आयर्स में क्या कर रहे हैं? जो भी एक्सपोर्ट करना है पैम्पास का एक्सपोर्ट कर दिया. बट दैट्स ओनली हैपनिंग टू दिस साइड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. और इधर तो अफ्रीका है. अफ्रीका वाले कुछ मांगते भी नहीं. मांगता कौन है? जापान मांगता है. उधर भेजना है तो क्या करें? नीचे से जाए, प्रॉब्लम है. तो एवरीवन, दिस इज द सिंबल ऑफ रेलवे लाइन. तो अगर हम लैंड पर रेल बिछा दे, ईस्ट कोस्ट एंड वेस्ट कोस्ट, कैन इट बी कनेक्टेड और नॉट? बट द प्रॉब्लम इज एंडीज में गैप नहीं है. एक तो गैप है. सो अ लाइन मूविंग फ्रॉम हियर, first have a look at this line moving from Buenos Aires through Uspallata Pass has been connected to the capital of Chile, Santiago, and this railway line has a very nice name, TAR, Trans-Andean Railways. Trans-Andean Railway, एंडी को तो पार कर रहा है. Trans-Andean Railways. So please write down. जहां आपने लिखा है वो two capitals are there. Yes, please write down. The capital of Argentina, Montevideo. The capital of Argentina, Montevideo. Sorry, Buenos Aires. The capital of Argentina, Buenos Aires, has been connected to the capital of Chile, Santiago. To the capital of Chile, Santiago by a transcontinental. What do I mean by transcontinental? Something that is of the scale of a continent is called transcontinental. By a transcontinental transport line called TAR, Trans-Andean Railways. Trans-Andean Railway Line. Everyone okay with this? बड़ा डैम बता दिया, बड़ा रेलवे भी बता दिया, रिवर्स का नाम भी बता दिया. थर्ड बताना है मुझे या अपने आप कर लोगे? ओरिनोको हैव आई डन, मैगडलिना हैव आई डन. ये चार मुझे चाहिए. फोर रिवर्स यू मस्ट नो. Amazon system we have written in detail. Parana system we have written in detail. Orinoco we have already seen that in detail. Only thing is कहां से जाती है? गियाना हाईलैंड से. एंड यहां पर कौन से हैं? वाटरफॉल्स है. एंजल फॉल वेनेजुएला में, इसी की एक और सिस्टम है काइटूर फॉल इन गियाना. मैगडलिना ये कोलंबिया में है. कोलंबिया में वेयर डज इट फॉल? गल्फ ऑफ डेरियन. रिवर्स डन. लेक्स देख लें. लेक्स नंबर 1 टिटिकाका, हैव वी लुक्ड एट दैट? नंबर 2 मार्चिकिता, हैव वी लुक्ड एट दैट? दोनों हो चुका है. थर्ड इज मैराकाइबो. यू टू गो टू वेनेजुएला. वेनेजुएला के एकदम पॉलिटिकल मैप में देखो, नॉर्थ में एक ब्लू कलर का सी का इंडेंटेशन है, दैट इज देयर. मैराकाइबो. Yes, you please write down. Maracaibo is the oil-rich lake of Venezuela. Maracaibo is the oil-rich lake of Venezuela. In the form of एंड ओशियानिक बे, ओशियानिक का ही, ओशन का ही एक्सटेंशन है ना, ओशियानिक बे, ओशन का एक्सटेंशन दिखाई दे रहा है उसमें, दैट इज कनेक्टेड टू द सी, नो पॉलिटिकल मैप में देखोगे तो ओशियानिक बे, ठीक है, तीन हो गए, तीन हो गए। लास्ट इज लेक अर्जेंटिनो, लेक अर्जेंटिनो, लेक अर्जेंटिनो, this is the largest, this is the largest freshwater lake, this is the largest freshwater lake of Argentina's, of Argentina's Patagonia region, of Argentina's Patagonia region. So everyone, what is Patagonia? I told you what is it? It is a barren rocky desert. So there are many depressions in that. So when the glaciers melt, so those depressions will get filled up. So उनमें क्या बनेगा? Fresh water lake. So there are many lakes. The biggest one is easy to remember. Argentina में which lake? Argentino lake. So चार rivers, चार lake. Will you remember? Titicaca, Marchiquita. Titicaca क्या है? Is a crater lake. ठीक है. Marchiquita क्या है? Inland drainage. Have you heard of this Sambar lake? Have you heard of Luni river which does not reach the sea? So a river that does not reach the sea is called inland. So चिकिता में क्या हो रहा है? वो सारा पानी तो नीचे आ रहा है बट वहीं पर कलेक्ट हो रहा है. So that's a salt lake over there. Maracaibo बे का पार्ट है, ओशन, एंड अर्जेंटिनो इज अर्जेंटिनो. डन. बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ा दी. टेस्ट ले लें. अरे सर अब क्या, अरे टेस्ट का टाइम है, फुल मार्क्स लाने, जल्दी बंद करो. नॉर्थ भी पूछ सकता हूँ, साउथ भी पूछ सकता हूँ. एवरीवन फ्रेश पेज, फुल पेज. डोंट वरी, सबको एक मौका मिलेगा, एक मार्क्स का तो मैं पक्का दूंगा. So in the center we have the equator now. In the center we have the equator. Two steps. Ready? So there is pink dot in map of South America. What is it? मर्जी यार, पिंक बनाओ, रेड बनाओ, डॉट है, मन कर रहा था बना दिया. Everyone who's in doubt, every atlas has a index. Index में उस पिंक डॉट का मतलब पता होगा. Everyone, please pay attention. Please pay attention. What is the problem with this map? This is the third largest, this is the fourth largest. That is the problem. क्या problem है? South America is smaller than North America. बट तुम शुरू करते हो साउथ अमेरिका, तुम्हारा दिल उसी में लग जाता है, फिर नॉर्थ के लिए जगह नहीं बचती है, फिर नॉर्थ को तुम लोग बेचारे को सुखा देते हो. आइडियली बता रहा हूँ, बाकी तो तुम्हारी श्रद्धा है. छोटा कौन सा बड़ा कौन सा ये पता होना चाहिए, पापा कौन और बेटा कौन. रेस्ट इज अप टू यू. हाँ जी, चले स्टार्ट. नंबर 1 पैम्पर्स. नंबर 2 लेक, अभी क्या बताया था, तेल वाली. अबे तेल किसमें है यार? मैराकाइबो. बताओ, लेक मैराकाइबो. जल्दी से बनाते जाओ तुम लोग, प्लॉट करते जाना. ये जो टीचर बनने वाले हैं बाद में मेरे नोट्स लेकर, उनकी चिंता मत करो. ना इनकी टीचरी चलनी ना एग्जाम, बाकी लोग टेंशन में. गल्फ ऑफ डेरियन. ट्रांस इंडियन रेलवे, अप्रोक्सीमेटली बनाना है, ये मत सोचना वहां रेल ही चलानी है. ओके, देन आई हैव ट्रांस इंडियन रेलवे हो गया. अकोनका गुआ, कोटोपाक्सी, then I have Mount Logan. Eighth, I have an island, Trinidad Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago Island. Ninth May, I have Magellan Strait. 10th May, I have Drake's Passage. 11th May, I have Lake Titicaca. 12th May, I am looking for a city by the name Sao Paulo. 13th May, I am looking at Angel's Fall. 14th May, I am looking at Patagonia Desert. 15th May, I am looking at Atacama Desert. 16th May, I am looking at Selvas. 17th May, I am looking at prairies. 18th May, where is my 18th? 18th May, I am looking at an international river, Rio Grande. 19th May, I am looking at another Rio, Rio de la Plata. 20th May, Happy New Year. जो श्रद्धा हो लिख दो. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए ना 25 में कुछ नहीं आता तो मुझे, जो आता है अपने आप. अरे पूरी आजादी यार, कुछ तो लिखेगा. ये सुनो, I'm saying 2025 has given us a lot of memories, good, bad, not so good, not so memorable. Yes. But yes, we've taken a brave step. Many of you have come here to Delhi for your classes, and online students also have taken a step towards their selection. Many things may have gone in the right direction, many things may not have gone that ways. I've started world geography with you. I've been slow in this. It's a new way of looking at things. I've done only 2 continents. I'm again inviting you that let us learn from the mistakes we did in 25. As a student, it's a journey of always evolving, and let's learn to make whatever mistakes were there as our stepping stones towards success. So let 2026 be your amazing metamorphosis year. The butterflies in you, let them come out. Let's commit for that. I'll be meeting you after 3-4 days, maybe next Monday. Good opportunity. Spend some time. This is all interesting. And whatever I'm doing, please understand, this does not stop at world geography. This is going to go into your current affairs. This is going to go into your IR. This is going to go in your environment. After you do these classes, everything that you read in the newspaper, there will be a geotagging of that. You would know what is current affairs. So many people who say, sir, current ko kaise integrate karna hai? These classes are more foundational on that. Whatever I show you is just the tip of the iceberg. Trust me, the medicine that we are looking at through this will help you heal many limitations in your preparation. I wish you and your family a very happy new year. 2026 में मिलेंगे. Have a great new year, and may this year be your wish fulfillment year if you are giving for 26. If you're not giving for 26, let this be a very strong foundation for 27 as the result year for all the KGS students. KGS के बच्चे top ranks में आने चाहिए. That's our intention. अभी वाला चेक कर लें इसे. चलिए. So पहला पैम्पर्स. ये पैम्पर्स है. नंबर 1 इज पैम्पर्स. नंबर 2 इज मैराकाइबो, ये जो बे यहां पर है. नंबर 2. नंबर 3 गल्फ ऑफ डेरियन, वो यहीं पर है. नंबर 4 ट्रांस एंडियन, यहां से चलूंगा रेलवे लाइन ऐसे. नंबर 4 अकोनकागुआ, जहां पे रेलवे लाइन टर्न मारेगी. रिमेंबर दैट इज योर उस्पलाता पास. सो नंबर 5. नंबर 6 इज कोटोपाक्सी, चलेगा. नंबर 7 इज लोगन. रिमेंबर कनाडा की आईएसपी को. सर ये याद नहीं था, सर आपने कॉन्टिनेंट ही बदल दिया. त्रिनिदाद टोबैगो. रिमेंबर दीज आइलैंड्स. द लास्ट वन हियर इज त्रिनिदाद एंड टोबैगो. यहां भी इंडियंस बहुत रहते हैं. मेजेलन स्ट्रेट इन बिटवीन. So this is our 9. Which one is the 10th one? 10th. Titicaca here on which plateau? Bolivian plateau. 11. Sao Paulo. Remember that line? Tropic of Capricorn जहां पे काट रहा है वहां पर Sao Paulo. 12. Easy to remember. That's why I gave you. Angels Fall, which river? Orinoco, उसकी वो. So we have Angels Fall. 13. 14th is Patagonia Desert. यहां पे एक लेक है, क्या नाम है उस लेक का? अर्जेंटिनो लेक. 14. 15th is Atacama Desert. सॉरी, Patagonia और इधर आएगा अटकामा. Atacama here 20 to 30 degrees. Remember, hot desert. This is hot desert. That's cold. Selvas. ये पूरा का पूरा क्या है? Selvas, रेन फॉरेस्ट. 17 इज प्रेरीज. सर वो भी याद नहीं आया था. अरे इधर का. रिमेंबर प्रेरी स्ट्रेट्स. 17. 18th इज रियो ग्रांडे. 18th. 19th इज रियो डी ला प्लाटा. ये जो यहां पर पीपीयू जोड़ने के बाद ये जो माउथ होता है, दैट इज रेस्ट इज हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. सो आर वी गेनिंग कॉन्फिडेंस? 2 continents done. For the first continent, if you found it a strange way, we've done it. The second continent, we are going to do it for all the continents. Soon this will become your way. So what have we learnt? Just to summarize, we have learnt how to see the lithosphere of an area. We've also learnt how to see the atmosphere. What kind of rainfall is happening, what kind of thermal belt is there. And today, I was also able to pass across how to decide vegetation. Where will be forest? Heat and water. Where will be grassland? Heat but less water, and no water will be desert. Thank you. So wishes to all of you, wishes to all the students. आपको भी Happy New Year. Jai Hind.